37.
They handed me somebody else's order. And then they told me they couldn't take it back. And then they refunded me my money.
Well, I don't know. Would you get a box of tacos?
That's what it's looking like. There was a...
What did you order? You ordered it with like a case.
It didn't even make sense. I ordered one of those, is it the quesadilla that's the flat? Like
Hello,
the $5 box?
Facebook.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Hello. Daryl, did you ask me
I
something?
can never remember. It's like...
Daryl, did
They
you
handed
ask
me
me
this
something?
box, and
No,
I'm like,
he didn't.
I don't think this is
Thank
my
you
order.
for clarifying that
He's
it's
like-
37 coin.
She's like, no, that's your order. And I'm like, there's no way, dude. You put a little tiny thing. No, that's your order. And I was like, it can't be. And I was like, dude. And so I open it up and I look in there and I'm like, this is definitely not my order.
Full of tacos.
And he's like, Nothing wrong
with
not
that.
his order. That's the next guy's order. And he's like, he's like, you can't take that bag now.
You open it up and you dig into it.
Yeah, I've already opened up. I've already opened
mine.
and looked through the thing, and he's like, you can't have take that back. You're like, you can't touch that.
Is it literally? It's a box full of tacos.
Yeah,
Who's
it looks
doing
like.
that?
Damn, dude.
I don't know.
Take a couple of those over here.
Something in my microphone.
Well,
Especially if you got them
Can you hear
free.
me? Yeah.
I mean, it looks like there's
Sorry, I
4
can't
soft
tell you all of
tacos
that.
and the rest are hard.
That's fine. I don't know.
You want some tacos, Cal?
Wish we had a.
You like some
I'm not
tacos?
gonna eat them.
Dude, I
He's
got
got a box full.
Oh.
I didn't pay for them. I
Somebody-
told
Can you
him
hear
to
me?
give me my money
Yeah, we
back.
can hear you.
I can hear you.
Where they wrap roll possum over here. They wrap
You
roll
want-
possum.
Yeah, you want hard or soft?
There we go.
That'll work.
Hard or soft?
That's what she said.
How about one of each?
Unless you have a favorite, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so
Scammed us some free tacos.
So I asked if he was going to show up. I was going to offer him a few, but
I've sent
He says maybe, it's usually no.
Randy a message. Hopefully he's on his way home, or theoretically he could be on call. I don't remember if
I thought he
he
said he
said.
was going to be on call this week.
Okay.
But I can be on.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like...
Who's got the bird?
That's just some background.
I
noise I'm
brought
playing.
my pet bird. Can't you see my parrot over here?
It's background.
I want my bird.
It's background ambiance that I am playing. So.
We're in the woods.
It's
You
cotton
want your
dust.
bird, then you don't want your bird. It's not your bird. Make up your mind.
I want my bird.
It's
Yes.
not the right bird. He wants crows.
One of my favorite Sam Rockwell roles.
Yes, he was excellent. When he comes out dancing at the convention,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Spin.
Yes.
Wait, what's that?
That was great.
He called this the mother-in-law. Or what? No, the ex-wife. That's right, the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Who failed her save and was charmed by those guys? Is it just you?
Yeah.
It was just pick, I thought.
No, that's me.
Yeah, I thought it was picked too, but apparently not.
Well, Pitt did fail, but his Alvin.
Alvin
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, his
okay.
Elven heritage saved his life.
Yeah, that's right, because you have bonus against charm.
And he gets to roll twice.
So I forgot that. I have a bonus against charm and fire spells, and I forgot that completely when I rolled last time.
Rolled twice, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
90%. Yeah, I think he got to roll up.
Yeah.
I think
I rolled saved and then he rolled.
I'll get that lamb's clap out of there.
I just realized which one I grabbed out of the cabinet. It's like, oh,
Take it outside and take a hammer to it.
stupid.
So everybody, did you approve of the artwork? Did I get your characters slightly correct or what?
I'm not. I don't think I haven't forwarded that yet, Jason.
Oh,
It
I
looks
sent it to
fine to me,
everybody.
man.
who
Oh, you
can take it on
sent it.
Messenger.
Okay.
It looked fine. I'm happy with it. I don't care.
Oh, send me a description and I'll do better. I mean, I'll do individual portraits for
It's
everybody.
fine. It's fine.
I enjoyed it. The tree hugging.
Touching Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
such
just
a
got
naughty,
nice
Cool,
naughty.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature didn't like the way he touched her that time.
Who's the faggy-looking guy in the hooded robe?
That's Tamar.
You in the hood? Oh, he's hooded robe.
I didn't see it. I never seen it.
Oh.
Where's it at?
He's a shadowy figure.
Oh.
Oh, somebody, Daryl, forward him that picture.
Yeah, I did on his Facebook jam.
He said he never saw it.
Well, he got open stuff, I guess. I don't know. Said I sent it.
Yeah, that helps whenever you open stuff.
Except for Pandora.
Why'd you just text it to us all via the text link that everybody's using?
I don't know because my phone got lost. And I'm working off this stupid tablet.
He had a run-in with Biff McBiff and Jam Jones, and they glooshed his Junip with his...
I greased my own Judith by leaving it in the damn car.
Then the guy slugged your monkey on, and you tried to get him to respond.
Everybody's
And he didn't jam my Jones, and I bit McBiff, and I got a scratchy Greta.
everybody's speaking Chazon today.
So that's not you texting me asking for money or sexual favors?
No, that's Trump.
I'm open.
Time's running
I'm
out.
liberal.
Send me more money, please. Oh, by the
I don't care
way,
what your gender is.
all this money I'm just going to keep. It's not actually going to help me do
The
anything.
fight's not over
This
yet.
whole film, bend over. Sorry, kids. Hope this isn't. Hope this family hour is over here. Whoops.
All right, well, I guess we will go ahead and begin because
But again,
we got to get going. So, welcome to episode 7 of the World of Skell story known as Ghosts. And for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, this
Hit the back button.
group of adventurers has come together, taking a job from a human appearing male known as the Man, and it led them to the drow city of Mesolok and ended up a success. They lived, they got paid. Unfortunately, they did lose some of their sentimental equipment in the way, but they have since used their payments to re-equip and are, as far as the Dungeon Master knows, attempting to go back to where the things were lost to retrieve them. And taking the road north from the giant seaport of Tila in the Republic of Saskatoon to the town of Notneff, they had to stop. They hired a teamster to drive a wagon so it could carry all their possessions, and they all rode in the wagon. And up ahead, they saw a knot-covered, which I have one somewhere.
what you do?
Okay. Somebody is texting something, and I should turn that down. I see Randy has joined us. Hopefully he's safe and sound.
Are any of you Glushes working on Christmas or Christmas Eve?
Yep.
I'm on call. Yeah, I'm working straight up, so it's been
Half a day.
it's
for
double
me.
money, so
Heck yeah.
I see. Okay, so we
And with the
have,
bonuses on our attendance, we get actual bonus attendance points for working on Christmas, so that's kind of cool.
Gotta love that.
Dan, did you get the text I just sent you? It's the picture that
okay,
Jason
don't
drew.
see it.
so
I just sent you the picture.
at some
I
point,
mean, I was trying to find it.
I will put Jason, the guy on the left here, if you're watching on Facebook, left on the TV screen, he's our resident artist. So he has drawn all of the characters in their state of relaxation, enjoying an adult beverage in the
I just texted
Shimkus Rainbow
It
or
might be a
whatever the fucking place was called, which I think I wrote down.
Cobb got it. Daryl got it.
For some
The
reason,
stink
my stuff
whistle.
takes a while to get.
The Rainbow Stink Whistle, that's right. The name of the...
I forgot the rainbow part. The name is the stink whistle.
It's the second half is so much more important than
You know, guys, I can be more effective if I can sneak around behind these glitches. So if you would like to distract them.
Well, I'm about to lay some whoop ass on them, so just don't worry about it. Do what you gotta do, because I'm about to lay whoop ass on them.
Okay, so what Reginald is referring to is up ahead, there's a wagon that's sideways in the road, blocking it, and there were 6 discolored female entities that were all making a sound like a song, and as the magic started to affect their mind, everyone was able to shake off the effects except for Tamark, who, when the magic took a hold of him, it made him want to just stop and enjoy the music. The condition would be that of stunned. For those of you who need to know the particulars, when you are stunned, you can barely move, and you can't take actions. I don't think I could get more into it, but okay.
So yeah, it's stunned. You can't do nothing.
Let me go get some figures, because for some reason I think you guys are gonna attack these people, even though that may or may not be the best maneuver.
Well, they tried to charm us, and that's not considered friendly.
I would agree with that.
And look at this guy, he's all glamored up. We might have to shake him out of it. Resist, Tamark, resist.
Stay away from the music. Stay away.
Let me see what I can do here. Damn it, Tamark.
Stop moving to the music.
Damn it. I can't dispel nothing. Maybe, let me look. Let me see. Let me make sure. That's not what I'm supposed to. That's not
Remember
my thing there.
Uh-oh, Terry
Can't dispel magic,
Bradshaw in
can't
chat
dispel
says
magic.
Cobb is cheating. Uh-oh.
Nope.
You ever seen The Mask?
He must have played D&D with me in the past or something. I don't know how he would know that. Oh,
So you remember when the
What's that?
that Cobb was cheating.
I kind of picture my guy
Oh.
The Iron Mask? Or
when
the
you had
Mask?
the huh?
The Iron Mask?
No, The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Totally different.
Yeah. So when you had
Oh,
the
the mess.
half-pot detective that kept trying to dance away and stuff, that's gonna be my guy.
Great.
I'm ready to cast when you are.
Okay, so the singing has apparently affected whoever it's going to affect. So I guess I need to ask for actions. and I don't necessarily know or care where you would like to put yourselves, so if we'll just go around the table from the left to the right, and you can tell me where you would like to put yourself, somewhere within 10 feet of the covered wagon. So we'll start with Tamark. Where would you like to be?
I don't know, I figured I'm dancing in the wagon.
Just hanging out there? Okay, that's
Going in the
fine.
wagon.
So for the time being, we'll leave his figure there, and
Our
he's
wagon
in the
stopped
way.
like going up the road.
Oh, yeah.
Like sideways.
Okay. So, where would you like to be? Where would COVID the fighter like to be?
So I guess we're all getting, or well, we have the option of getting out of the wagon then.
Yes.
What are those three figures out there all of a sudden?
That's the other wagon.
No, the three figures outside. Are those supposed to be the witches?
They're the females.
I mean
never-
the women, whatever.
Never said they were witches.
Right, but
it's okay
somebody
that
said something
yeah,
about witches,
that
so.
you guys-
Okay, I thought they're in the wagon though, technically, right? That's what you described. That's why I asked what those were.
Yeah, I'll just say that since you guys are going to place yourselves wherever that they place themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna move into the wood line on my side of the road. Yeah.
Okay, now as I said, you got to be within 10 foot of the
Well then,
thing.
put
So
me directly behind the wagon, and then I will move to the wood line.
Okay.
At my. Wait, you said 10 foot? Would 10 foot be in the wood line?
2 squares, almost. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm good with it.
Shadrach, where would you like to be?
I'd like to be next to the horses and keep the women in my line of sight.
Okay, well then we'll put you right there, because that would be next to the horses. And I have horses here.
Here, horsey.
Put them right
And I'm
there.
casting. I can.
Your action. Okay, well this is just to get placement going. So,
Okay.
and then I'll
Just
call
my
for
bad.
actions in a second. Okay, how about pick?
Okay, my bad.
Where would you like to be, if anywhere?
To the left of the wagon, move to the tree line. If I'm out in the open for a round, I understand that.
Okay, well you're in a square with half cover, which means you're not quite there, but you're just almost there. Okay, then we go to Reginald, the dashing Reggie.
I exit the rear of the wagon and move into the woods.
Okay, so we'll put
Uh-oh.
you, well, right or left side. This would be COVID, he's over here, and Pick's over here. So does it matter which side?
I'll move toward these people.
Okay, so you're there, that's fine.
Rise would just go on the same side, most likely.
And since he's not here, we'll answer these questions like I always do, with random dice rolls, because if you can't show up, that's what happens. Alright. And he goes right there. Alright, so, the singing does not seem like it stops, so we go to actions. So Shadrach, you're first.
I'm casting a spell.
Okay, and then we'll go to Rise. Rise will charge. He will attack.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, no, Rise, no!
Pick.
Attack.
COVID.
Ah!
I'm gonna charge too.
Reggie.
Sword's already
I
out.
will move silently through the woods toward the female figures.
All right.
Alright.
Roll initiative. Tamar, please.
2. 2.
6. All right. So,
You got the good
what
dice.
is the casting time of your spell?
5.
Okay, so that goes on to average. so on fast. We have the winner's side all being able to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go through the trees with rough terrain, and for every 1, it will cost you 2, or you can go around. I will go around.
I want to zoom in. I'm doing the zoom thing with my fingers all the time. That's okay, mate.
Okay, he can get to there. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He can get all the way up to there on his charge, and he can attempt to hit that female.
Woman abuser.
And he rolls a 12.
I said, remember the guard.
Plenty.
20?
No, plenty.
Excellent. Oh, plenty, okay. Dang. I was hoping for a sweep.
Let's pull
These
up
ladies are going to
that.
give us some trouble, I think, unless we can overwhelm them. Unless these guys can chop them down. I think fighting them at range is a mistake.
Alright. He does 12 points of slashing damage. And there is no knockdown with a short sword. Alright. He will try to knock her down with the shield. That's a hit.
Just, can I make a point of order, I guess, whatever? You have to declare, we have to declare what we're using the shield for in the beginning, not midstream. If we're going to use it, we can't use it to knock her down if we're using it for defense, right?
I'd have to recheck. I don't honestly remember.
Well, we can use the 400. If we're
I mean, it sounds reasonable, sure.
We're going to get
Well,
the armor class bonus. We can't use it for punching and
Right.
knocking down.
Theoretically, what that means is now the shield wouldn't be the rest of the round. You couldn't use it to block.
So I can use it as that up until I decide to use it differently.
Until I find something.
Oh, I just want to know because
I
I,
don't
thought
know.
I had to announce
Well,
it in advance.
I'll get you
Okay.
a better
Okay.
answer in a minute. Okay, so he does 2 points of damage, and then with the large shield, that does get a knockdown, but no. Oh, that's the wrong dice. No. All right. And so it really depends who wants to go next. You got Reggie
I'm charging also. So.
and Pick and COVID. So unless somebody wants to go first, COVID wants to go first. Okay.
Second. I'm charging up. They're trying to put. I'd like to be right next to them.
Okay. You want to be
At least
over here?
At least able to hit. Can I be in the wood line to hit? I mean, to be on the other side, then I got more
2,
space.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you going to go through the trees?
How much movement?
Well, I guess to charge you have to go that way, so I fucked that up. 7, 9, 11. What's your movement?
Oh, 16.
Good bird. Come on, man.
16.
So 11. So to move in a straight line, you're not going to be able. You start to go through the trees, and it slows you down, and so technically you can't charge and get there. You can move half of your move, which would be, and then you can't attack from that distance. So.
But he did.
I know. I probably fucked that up, but that's my bad. So
that I'm not charging. All right.
now you still get the other half of your move on the next phase, which means you can threaten them if you want to
Yep.
continue on.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So let's just go to Pick. You said attack. What form are you going to move first and attack, or are you going to attack from there?
I'm going to move first.
And where
I want to
you,
move into the, from the left into the right.
okay. What's your movement? Okay, so you can make a half move and attack, which means you can move 6 squares, and if you're wanting to do a missile, then you can still shoot once, if that's what you want to do.
That's what I'd like to do. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. Fuck that epic music channel, they can kiss my ass. They do copyright jams.
Do I have any,
Nobody cares.
what distance are we looking at?
Dang it.
What distance? Okay. Are you wanting to go straight to your left, or do you want to move at an angle?
Well, whoever gets me closest to the woods, if it says it moving forward to an angle, I'll do that.
You'll get, basically if you take 1 square to your left, you're in the woods.
Do I still have a shot then?
Yes, but there'll be obviously a minus for shooting through, because just like you would get cover, then you have to shoot through that cover theoretically as well.
Understand. That's what I'd like to do.
So just 1 square to your left, and then you're going to shoot one of these singing people?
Yes,
Okay.
The hell with the arts.
Okay, so
I get an armor class of -1.
okay, so you're
I don't know what penalty I have.
you're at a what's your short range?
10.
Okay, yeah, you're well within that, and so it's with this amount of forest, it's basically just a quarter cover, so you have a -2 until I find out differently. So you hit an armor class of 1, which is still good enough. Roll damage.
That's 3 points.
3 points of damage. Okay, you fire through, and it an arrow streaks out of the forest and strikes one of the ladies in the wagon. Boom. Okay. That leaves Reggie. You move into... You're trying to move silently, you said?
I'm going to move over 1 square, further into the woods, and forward as many then as I can. My move is 15.
Okay, and do you know how fast... And did you say you were trying to move silently?
Not at this point.
Okay.
I am moving through cover.
Okay. So, if your move is 15,
Tap. And I can go half that at this point, or can I take the whole move?
okay. You'll go, you'll basically go 8 this time and 7 the next. So,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh I see. 8, so 4. Okay. So there you are right there
Yeah.
at the end of this phase.
Thank you.
Shadrach, your spell goes off if you want.
Yes, I do. Is one of these women within, let's see here, 80 yards?
They're all within 80 yards.
No, I'm sorry, 20 yards. Let me see. Yeah, 20 yards.
Well, that would be 60 feet, which would be 12 squares. And from where you are, everyone in the wagon is, and that's it. So there's 3 ladies in there.
Is Are all three of them engaged by somebody attacking them?
No. None of them are.
Okay. Shadrach puts his hand into the air. He calls upon the forces of the wind. You hear a rush of wind. And then he has this, what looks like this almost invisible whip of wind. And he strikes.
Is he striking one of the ladies?
Yes.
Okay, and does it matter which
Yeah,
one? You got the one on the left that picked shot with an arrow, and then the one in the center and the one on the right.
The one in the center.
All right.
And I just rolled to hit AC 2.
Well, that is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
All right. No, I don't have to roll. It's 2 points per level. She takes 8 points and has to make a saving throw or she's knocked to the ground. And loses all spellcasting for that round.
Did you say the one in the middle?
Yes. It's not going to last very long, but it hurts while it lasts.
Okay, and she has to save versus what?
Let's see here. Paralyzation.
That is a failure.
She takes an additional point of damage. And all fragile carried items must make a saving throw versus fall.
All right, so
Wham!
Shadrach casts his spell, sending forth the energy of the wind. It forms into this invisible wind lash and smacks the one in the middle. She puts her hand up and almost as in the same motion she is knocked over the back of the wagon and on the ground. And out of view, but you would assume she's laying on the ground behind, trying to catch her breath. All right.
Vengeance!
In this phase, you can go the rest of your movement.
I would like to get. Put me over at the. Okay, can I attack at the side of the wagon? To them in the wagon, or do I need to get in the wagon to attack?
If they're in the front of the wagon, you would certainly be able to, but if they like backed up, it'd be like trying to attack me on the other side of the table.
Okay.
But
is it possible for me to hop up in the wagon? Or would I have to wait till they back to the other side to hop in the wagon? To not be hit on the
you could certainly try.
Okay. I'd like to hop in the wagon.
Okay. So
I drop my shield.
And this square or this square?
Right before I jump into the wagon, I drop my shield, pull out my other sword, and jump in the wagon. Is that doable?
Yes.
I'm still here, folks.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you are going to try to jump into this wagon. So, let's see. Jumping rules are a little bit wonky in second edition. Let me see what I've written about that.
Well, I mean, climb in, jump, I mean, whatever's simplest. I want to get in the back of the wagon. I'm not trying to do something weird.
You said jumping.
I didn't literally mean, I mean, whatever gets me in the back of the wagon, I didn't mean I had to jump, you know. I do a cartwheel into the back of the wagon.
That's going to be harder.
Just trying to get in the wagon. I don't
Just
care what
turn
it
on.
is.
Jazz hands, Sean. Jazz hands.
Yeah, I jazz hands into the back of the wagon.
I tell you, Whiplash is a nasty spell for second level.
It was effective.
It's still going for 3 more rounds. It's like it lasts 1 round per level.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nasty. And then not only does it hurt them, they have to save and get knocked down. So now that woman has to get up, if nothing else.
Get down with your bad self.
Well, I guess it doesn't last long, but it hurts while it lasts. I've been doing my research on my spells here, so I've got some good ones. I know what they do. I'm ready for the next phase too, when we do the augury and stuff.
Sean, roll 3d4 and give me a total.
7.
7, all right, that's good enough. You say, okay, so you have managed to clear the edge of the wagon with your jump. You run, you drop the shield and draw the sword and you jump up. And we will go with a simple, normally you can't be in the same square as something else of your size. But I don't see why perhaps you could displace her.
Isn't that like a bull rush?
Well, you have to be bigger to be able to overrun somebody.
Am I not? I guess not. Not a size large.
Oh, I thought you could bull rush somebody and just push him.
Well, that would be an attack. Unfortunately, he's
Okay,
used his
yeah.
action to move. So, she has the higher ground as well. Okay. You pick. Make a strength check or dexterity check, whichever.
Strength.
All right. 25.
So I'm adding it to my...
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 17 and I have an 18.
All right.
So substantially.
All right. So, you jump up, and until I can research exactly if the same size of a thing can push another thing out, we're just going to go with what I did here. And you are now in the wagon with
That's what
us.
she said.
Well, I mean, there were 6 of them in the wagon. Now there's only 3. Oh, 2, because one fell out. There should be enough room for me to be in there, right? Theoretically?
I'm just going by what we're looking at.
Well, I know,
here.
but you said there were 6 in the wagon when we first pulled up, right? And then you took 3 out because you said 3 of them got out since we
Yeah, I
were
remember
down.
it being three. That's what I remembered. So.
Well, either way, one of them fell on the ground when you wind lashed it or something. Okay, I thought there'd be enough room so there wasn't anybody in it.
Okay, who's next?
I would like
You'll
to
take your
continue
second
my
part of your
movement.
move. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where you're stopped.
Thank you.
Okay. And that is
How
the
many
end.
squares am I from the action?
7.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. At the end of the round, those of you that moved in each phase, that is a point of fatigue. And Pick, you moved, and then you shot in the next phase because you have an average weapon. So that's 2 points for you. Shadrach, casting a spell is not use of a fatigue point.
No.
And Rise is...
Could you remind me, please, because it's not on my sheet, how do we calculate that?
I will.
Is that a combat attack?
Level
It is. Okay, so you are a rogue, are you not?
I am.
So you start with the number of points that is your hit dice. So you start with 6, and then you gain 1 every 2 levels. So that means you would start with 8. And you just used 2 of them. And that value is modified by the hit point bonus or penalty for your constitution. So if you have that, you would get to add that on to your total.
Okay.
Is your map here like pieces, or is it just one big map?
Say that again?
Is your map is like modular, or is that just one big map? Is it in pieces, like
No, it's a laminated piece of cardboard with a map drawn on it.
Okay.
They
I thought it might have been like this.
they sell a bunch of them, so comes in handy.
Yeah.
All right,
Can you draw on it with a grease pencil?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
End of the round. Everybody that's Shadrach, you have the opportunity to take a half move right now if you want.
I'll do it. Straight towards the wagon. I can move to the underbrush with my full move now because it doesn't hinder me. Because I'm high enough level to do that now.
All right,
But it looks like they're engaged, so it doesn't matter.
round number 2. Actions, and at the end of the round, I would like you to roll another save.
It's an end of the round.
Now,
Oh. I thought you meant
That's
the
okay.
round that we're on. And that would be later.
all right. So unfortunately, Kmart will spend
Ollie.
this next round
Yes, America.
listening to
Oh,
Spotify.
that cat's 25 pounds of cat.
All right. Actions. COVID.
Attack.
Rise will attack. Shadrach.
Attack.
Reginald.
Move and attack.
Pick.
Attack.
Roll initiative. Shadrach.
D20.
D10.
D10.
D10. 5.
I would like all of you to make perception checks, and this is not observation for those of you that have it. It is a perception check. Except you. You do not
I
make the roll.
figured. I'm in the wagon on top of it.
Oh.
Okay.
42.
That's the success. Reggie.
18.
Failure. Pick.
Carry.
Failure. Shadrach.
17.
Failure. Rise. 17. Failure. COVID is the only one that notices. You notice that they did absolutely nothing on their turn.
No, Sean noticed that. I was wondering why.
As far as everyone else is
Yeah,
concerned,
they got beat down.
everything seems like you're in a fight. So, my side was sped up a phase. They continue to sing. All of you make save versus spells. Except you, Tamar.
I get +2 for this.
Are we at anything else?
You would add your magical attack or defense adjustment to that if you have it.
Woo!
Rise rolls a 7 and fails. Color?
I failed, so I gotta roll my 90% or less.
If you're an elf.
96.
Holy shit!
No, I'm sorry, 86. And 80.
Okay. Reggie,
6. Fail.
pick.
Fail.
Roll your racial ability, please.
Is that percentile?
It is.
38.
That's a success. Shadrach.
You said spells, right?
I did.
Okay, I made it by 2.
All right. So, Reggie.
Does he get to roll his percentile?
I didn't get a bonus for my save. It was the wrong thing, but I still made it by 2. I get a bonus against electrical and fire attacks, so at higher level I'm immune to charm. At 7th level I'm immune to charm.
On this round, the singing continues. All 3 of the elves all sense themselves being drawn in, but at the last moment their core of their being screams out that you will not be controlled, and you shake free of the song. Unfortunately for Reginald, something in their song touches his heart and reminds him of a more pleasant time, and he just kind of stops moving and leans back against a tree and just takes in the beautiful music, and you are in effect stunned.
So peaceful.
Okay. COVID, you can go first, I guess.
I'm in the wagon with 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any weapons?
No. They have dresses.
Are they even looking at me when I'm in there?
Yeah.
There's no fright on their face that I can see.
They seem to be...
And they're still singing. The ones in the
They
wagon
seem to
are
be
singing.
thinking that their singing is going to win the day. So they look confident in their abilities. They don't all look alike either. They have different faces, and some are more round and some are taller, and their hair colors are slightly different, but they all have that otherworldly look to them that I described.
But none of them are
The
children.
witches.
No,
None of them are obviously pregnant.
not obviously.
Whoa.
I thought I was bad.
This is automatically, but then just pregnant, bang. I'm very fertile.
The bang came first.
Damn it.
Any female
I'm
within
gonna
10 feet
attempt
must
to,
save and become pregnant.
I don't know.
That could be a curse. That would be an awesome curse.
What?
And all the kids look like
Permanently
you.
pregnant?
Just like you.
Okay.
Okay.
COVID, you got 5 seconds.
No curses of higher level.
All right. Are you attacking the one in front of you or the one on your left?
We'll start with the one on my right or whatever. Yeah. The one on my close to me.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Natural 20.
Roll it again. Explode!
5. Which I don't think is
Well, it might. What does a 5 hit?
only a 13 hit off that 0, so a 5's gonna
8.
8. Is that good enough?
It is. All right. Roll damage and add 1. That's it?
I rolled 2. Shitty roll.
Okay. Do you have a second attack? No, you don't.
I don't have a second attack, but I have a second
theoretically
weapon.
your first round
I have second
of
weapon.
there, which, okay.
Same person. She's
Okay.
still alive, right?
Yeah.
17.
That's a hit.
It'd be 9 again because I don't get a plus 1.
Okay. All right. You jump up on the top there. They continue to look and you say, slash, and you slash her across the front. And you slash her with your left hand weapon, and it goes across her arm and across her leg. And they continue to sing as the blood starts to seep through their dirty yellow dresses. All right. Rise will attack that one. That's a hit. All right. That is enough. That one is cut down. Oh. The sound stops coming from this one. He will then take his 5-foot step and try to bash with the shield. And that is a 2. That is a miss. All right. So we have
Something right here.
Shadrach and Pick. So who would like to go first? Who's using the? What are you using to attack, Shadrach?
The force.
The windlash.
Does that have a speed? Does
It would be a whip.
Does it say in the spell description if it has a speed?
It does not.
Okay, well
But
then,
it's a whip, so that's the only thing I would go
and
with.
if I remember right, I think a whip is slow, so we'll just go to Pick.
Yeah, speed
Well-
factor's an 8 on the list.
With the -2, I hit an armor class of 4.
Are you shooting at the same one?
Yes.
Okay, now, was it clear that COVID was up in the wagon with the 2 people that you're shooting at?
Oh, I thought he was sitting the one outside the wagon. I don't know. I thought he was
I'll shoot from outside.
going behind the wagon.
Oh, okay.
I thought, but...
Then roll Dankus.
2 points.
Okay. 2? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and if you want to take a second shot, you may.
Get him, Pick.
Natural 1.
Implode! Level check on a 30, please.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, that is not good enough, unfortunately. So,
But I'm level 3.
so,
It's rigged, I tell you. It's like we're supposed to fail or something.
that's exactly what it's like.
I won't give you a chance to hit Covidius yet.
All
That's
right,
on my phone, by the way.
roll another 30 for me, Pick. Let's see what happens with a missile fumble. Roll another 30, please, and let's see what happens.
Rolled a 4.
Oh my god. You're going up the scale at least.
Okay, so you go and you pull back the arrow, and you just for a second, your elven brain goes, I'm so mad at these people trying to infect me with their stupid singing, and your finger goes toot, toot, and flinches, and the arrow goes in your hand. And I will tell you what that does when that comes up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So right now you have...
Did that
Go ahead, Randy.
discharge some direction?
I'm sorry, go ahead. What?
Did that arrow discharge?
No, it's just...
direction or fall down?
You're just kind of holding it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that was your second shot. So it's up to you there, Shadrach. You may... Right now you are 3 squares from the wagon.
How many of the women can I see?
You can see one clearly. You can see another one who has cover. Another one who has cover in the wagon because of COVID. Another one that is on the ground and is prone, but has just a tiny amount of cover from Rise. And then there is one that you can't see. I think I've described all of them. If I didn't, there's the one on the left that Pick's been shooting that has cover.
There's one standing in the wagon that nobody is physically attacking, right?
Correct. It is next to
All right.
COVID, though.
Yeah.
So that means I might hit him. All right, I'm going to hit the one on the ground. I'm going to try.
The reason
I'm going to win last.
just so everyone understands, because this is just one of those things, the reason that you theoretically could hit COVID is because the whip extends so far out. It's got a range on it. So
Yes, I understand that. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the one I hit before if I can.
and that rule is subject to change depending on if I can find out any information on that. But so
Yeah,
one on the ground.
I don't want COVID with the wing guys.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a +2 on the hit. Normally you would get a +4, but because it's behind Rise, you kind of got to aim a little better. So roll the
I
hit.
get a +2? Oh, right on. I hit armor class 5.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Oh, well, 8 points. Bam.
And she has to save or be knocked down.
But she's already knocked down. Anything on her body has to save if it's fragile. That's the only other thing. And she's not knocked to the ground, so she doesn't take an additional point. So she just takes.
Hold on. We got to run that
That's good
back.
enough.
She's not moving, so I gave you a target that is probably dead. So pick a different.
Oh,
That's probably good.
I will advance to the wagon.
Okay. You want to be.
If I'm afraid of hitting one of my friends, I'm not going to strike.
Well, if you move to your left and advance, you can get a clear shot at the one behind the wagon. No problem.
Then I'll do it. Then I'll do that. I don't want to hit my friends though. I will avoid hitting my friends.
I'm going to put you right. Do you want to get closer than 4 squares?
Just a half move, just close enough to smack him right in the face. Yeah, because I'm all enraged right now.
All right.
So
you hit, and it does damage on that one. And that's the one Pick's already hit. So.
Well, she has to save or fall down.
Okay.
Whiplash is a nasty spell.
She rolls a 19. That is a success.
Wow.
All right, so she takes 8.
You got your magic and you're maintaining it, and you look around and you think, and then you're like, oh, that one's already dead. And then your eye catches the one all the way on the left, and you take a couple steps over, and you see her fucking head snap back, and she's like, ah! And then she keeps singing. Ah! All right.
Yeah. A rush of wind and a pop.
And Rise will take his second attack now on that one.
Whoa.
And that is a hit. 11 points of damage. All right. And I think that is everyone. And yep, that is everyone. Reggie?
Do I regain a point of fatigue?
No, not
in
yet.
this round?
But it is the end of the round. So, I would like Tamark and Reginald to both save versus spells again.
Yeah! Amazing.
Tamark is
17.
successful and Reginald is successful. You may remove the stun condition. Those of you that moved in a phase, that is a point of fatigue, and those of you that attacked for each phase, that would be a point of fatigue. So Shadrach 1. Shadrach 1 point. Pick 2 points. COVID 1. Rise 2.
I thought I moved to get in the wagon and attack this time, didn't I?
No, you got there last time.
Okay.
And I regained 1?
No.
Oh.
All right. We move to round 3. I would like everyone to make an observation check, please. Except for Tamar.
Can you make observation? You don't have observation?
I mean,
Perception.
perception, please. My bad, perception.
Do you observation we have it, or you want?
No. And this time we will start with Shadrach.
Natural 20.
36.
Well, that's unfortunate because you got to roll a 30 for that.
Oh, damn it. Okay, 13.
plus your intelligence gives you a what?
Okay, 29.
Okay, that is a failure. Pick.
38.
That is a success. Reginald.
17.
That is a failure. Rise implodes.
Oh, God.
All right.
Truly implodes.
He tries to scratch his eye with his gladius. Okay.
Scrapping it?
I got a 36 in that.
All right. Well, you already know.
Oh.
So, those of you that were successful, you realize that the singing women did not do any actions.
Singing.
Okay, so at the top of the round, we'll go with Rise, attack, COVID.
I'm going to attempt to, let me tell you what I want to do. You decide how it has to happen. I'm going to grab her by the mouth, put her in a, like a hug where I'm holding her mouth shut so she's not singing. Basically take her, I don't know, as a prisoner, hold her mouth shut.
Yeah, it would
Trying
be
to shut her up, but hold her. You know what I'm saying?
a wrestle. So
Yeah.
you want to not just grab her, but you want to do a special move of covering her mouth.
Exactly.
Okay, so that will be a called shot. Okay. Shadrach.
I'm going to jump into the wagon.
Okay, that's movement.
Move into the wagon and draw my dagger.
Okay, that you can do that without an issue. Do you have an action?
I will attack the person that I lashed last turn with my dagger.
You will attack. Okay.
I will move to them and attack them with my dagger.
She's behind the wagon, so you don't have to jump up there if that's your target.
Okay, I will move to her and engage her in
So you
physical
will
combat with my dagger.
attack. You will attack. That's what you said. Okay. Reginald.
Move.
Pick.
Attack.
Charge.
Okay, you cannot charge because you are in difficult terrain.
Move.
Okay. Pick. Roll initiative.
Wait.
Oh, Shadrach. Sorry.
Shadrach.
Tamar.
Shadrach.
Action.
So my first question is am I aware that we're in a fight already? Or am I not aware?
Roll percentile.
I'm still here, folks.
54.
Okay. No, but you are aware that you were under the influence of something.
Alright, so I'm gonna run out of the thing and see what's up. If I see a fight, I will try to move as close to the fight as I possibly can.
Roll initiative pick. Beat a 5.
Got it 4.
Alright. So, at the beginning of the round, everyone save versus spells, please.
You and me?
Even you.
I got it.
Hey, I made it!
Rise rolls a 7.
Rise
That
roll-
is a failure. Pick.
3 to 15, I rolled a 17.
That's a success. Reggie, success.
20.
Oh, 20. Shadrach.
I made it by 1.
Alright. 00. Rise is stunned. Alright. So, COVID's up.
Well, do I have to wait to call chat? You said, do I have to wait?
You
for that?
do.
Okay.
So Reginald, you are moving through difficult terrain. Are you attempting to get to the closest target, or are you attempting to go around something?
I think I will move out to the roadway.
Okay. 2,
And
4, 5.
And how far away am I?
4 squares from the wagon. Theoretically, well, okay, 5 squares from the closest quote-unquote enemy.
I will move ahead 3 squares.
You want to go in the direction of the corner of the wagon where the exposed lady is, or do you want to go straight towards Rise?
I will go toward Rise, but not behind it.
Alright. You can get to right there. That's the end of your half move. Okay? And then when you said attack, what kind of attack are you trying to make? Or what are you
I'm gonna
using?
throw a dagger.
Alright, well then
I'm
theoretically,
throwing a dagger.
you would do that now. So, basically everyone is either covered, has cover, or is engaged with someone else, except, yeah, so you would have to tell me if you want to go for this one, which is by COVID, or this one, which is behind COVID, this one, which is behind Rise, or this one, which is got a lot of cover because you have to go through several people and the wagon.
I will hold my action.
Okay. And Pick's going to move. Are you going to stay in the woods or come out of the woods?
I'm coming out of the woods.
All right, so 1, 2 get you out of the woods.
Okay.
Would you like to keep going somewhere?
Yes, I would.
And are you wanting to get closer to the action?
Yes, I do.
And what is your movement?
12.
12, okay, so 3, 4, 5, there's 6. If you wanted to attack from there, you could, but obviously the conditions still apply. And you would have to wait till the end of the round, or in the next phase you would continue to move your other 6.
The next phase, I'll continue to move.
Alright, so it looks like it would be between Shadrach and COVID in the average phase.
Wait, don't I get to move?
Oh yeah, okay. So you come out of the wagon and you look
So like
and
coming out of the closet.
you
coming out of the way.
see what I've you see now that.
Alright. So I will run the next one first.
Alright. Shadrach.
Alright, Shadrach has his dagger out now, disavowing his spell, cries out, Melo Mori Murie, strikes with his dagger straight to her chest. I roll to hit AC 5 again.
Hold on, this is where it gets fun. As you run, or you move up, at square 4, you move past the threatening range of this one here. It does nothing, however, and you go up another square and you roll the hit, and you hit what?
You only hit AC 5.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
It's just a D4 with my dagger, so... 4 points!
Nice, maximum damage for that.
And he exults in his damage.
All right, you run
Plunges
up.
the dagger into his chest.
The singing woman in the wagon just kind of stares at you with these hollow eyes, ah! And then turns back to COVID as you go up and you jab right over the left breast of this lady. She goes, ah! And blood comes out, and she's already got like an arrow stuck in her leg from picks before. She is looking very hurt. Okay. COVID, you are now attempting a called shot grab. So the first thing that you do is you roll to hit. And you're using on the left, your melee Thaco. So you hit an armor class of?
5.
5. Does that include the -4 for the called shot?
Okay, armor class, I needed 15 in armor class 0, so I rolled 10, so that would be a 5, correct? And then -4, so I did a 9.
Correct. Okay, so you reach out. You kind of start to encircle her, and as you start to, like, you got her, and you go to put your hand over her mouth, somehow she, like, slips in your grasp,
Really?
and you are unable to grapple her.
So she's higher than armor class 9.
You would have had her if you would have went for the straight grab. But the extra move gave her the opportunity to wiggle free. Alright.
I think it was a good choice, though, Sean.
Well, I ain't done. I'm going to continue. We need to question one of them.
Okay. He's stunned because he rolled a 00. So now we go to average. And
Nobody hit my woman.
we have Pick and Reggie. I thought Reggie... No, you were holding your action. Do you want to do anything in this phase, Reggie?
I am observing the scene and trying to see are the horses still attached to this wagon, or have they run off?
They are kind of hanging out over here in this area here.
Yeah, I thought they were clear, yeah.
But they're free of the wagon.
Correct.
Okay.
That's really not much of a... I mean, are you still not taking an action this phase?
I will. Can I say I'm guarding the rest of the round? I will attack if I am attacked.
Well, that's a good question, because your action, if you change, bumps to the end of the round, so theoretically you couldn't get sped up by then going to a guard, although you did forego. I don't know. I'll say yes for now, and then I'll get a better answer later. Okay.
All right. I'm observing.
Okay. Pick. You wanted to keep moving. You have... Your move was 12, so you got 6 squares left. And if you told me where you wanted to go, I don't remember. So could you tell me again?
I want to go to the one that I've been attacking.
Okay, so that's... You saw Shadrach stab her in the chest. So if you move, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get to the square right behind Shadrach, and then you're done. And once again,
I'm going to draw my...
the lady in the wagon, as you go past her and to the side, the back end of the wagon there, she kind of turns and looks at you, but does nothing. Okay. And then you wanted to what?
Draw my sword.
Okay. So you change weapons by dropping one and drawing another.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. And then
Me.
Tamar.
I have no laser pointer, so I was wanting to run as
There
many
used
as
to be
I
one or
could.
two, right?
Yeah, I know there was, but now
There's one over here, but this one's dead.
I don't see any of them now.
Mine's no longer a point. Oh, it was dead. Oh, it might work.
I'm wanting to move there if possible.
What's your movement?
Who's getting orange? Can that part. Don't know.
What page is
I'm
it?
really questioning about how.
Probably the next one. Oh, here it is. 13.
Oh, okay.
Unable to provide this move. Restoration time of my
All right, so here's the way this works.
I know I get only half of it.
You came out and you looked around. So if you were to have run the whole time, you... That's fine. Where do you want to go?
Oh, so I get to make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attack her next round. That's my choice.
So you want to threaten this
Yes,
one here?
I want to threaten
Okay.
her.
And which square do you want to be in? This one or this one? By the wheel or by behind pick?
Behind it.
All right. And I think that is it for the round. Unless Reggie wanted to do something.
No.
Okay. So, we have a point of fatigue for Reggie. We have a point of fatigue for COVID. We have a point of fatigue for Shadrach. 2 points for Pick. And 2 points for Tamar. And that is the end of round 3. We move to round 4.
By the way, the music works pretty good.
Shadrach, as you are fighting this lady here, you notice that this one here that got knocked over before is on the ground, and it is singing still even on the ground. And why she hasn't gotten up yet, nobody knows. Okay. So at the end of the round, Rise makes a saving throw. That's good enough. Okay. So, actions and
Same move for me.
the fuck?
He's slapping the slank motherfucker. Do you hate when they ham slap the...
Okay. Everyone make perception check, please. If you've already been successful, you don't need to roll. And he fails again.
You rolled some horrible dice for that.
Tamar, you get to make a perception check this time. 40. That's a success. And you've already made it. And Reggie, you've already made it. Shadrach?
I rolled a 20. Oh, you mean...
Yeah. What'd you get this time, Shadrach?
Yep. You rolled a 4.
Okay, so you're still thinking that something's going on.
Shad is all wrapped up.
And Pig, it looked like you gave the thumbs up, so you were successful that time? Finally?
I rolled a natural 30.
Oh, nice. Roll again, explode.
Pick has redeemed himself.
Maybe a 35 total.
Okay. Pick, as you have moved up and you, you're like waiting. I mean, it's happening quicker than the game allows, but in the split moment where you drop your bow and the arrow and you draw your sword, two things happen. First of all, when you pulled out your sword, the effect of your previous implode happens.
Uh-oh.
And the sword falls out of your hand to the ground. To pick up the sword, it will take either half of your movement or your attack with it. Or basically it's like you don't have a weapon at all, so it's whatever it costs. Okay. But at the same time that you're fumbling with the sword and you drop it, you look and you notice on the back of the wagon the part that's the gate or whatever that would swing out. You notice a symbol on that wagon that looks very familiar. So
The man is paying us to destroy his property. That's great. That's great. Okay.
do I need to describe the symbol or can you remember?
Oh,
We've seen a
no,
couple
I know.
different ones. Maybe more specific.
Okay. So now we will go to actions. So, COVID.
Same thing.
Okay. Rise will
Would
attack.
it be, I can only do one of those actually because I'm not proficient. I can only do one of these.
No, no.
So could I grab her and then next, I couldn't also like as a secondary move cover mouth. That would be like the next turn, correct?
That would be your next action.
I'm just going to go for the whole shebang again, try to get it all in one.
Okay.
Just
I
get
mean,
roll low. Missed it by one.
yeah.
Okay, just got to roll better.
COVID will attack. So Shadrach, you and this woman are there. She's just singing while you're stabbing her, but she's looking very, very hurt. And it's obvious to you that she's not long for this world.
I'm casting a spell.
Okay, Pick, you are next.
I will take my time to pick up my weapon. And at this time, can I also shout out something?
Yes, but let me amend what I said before. I misread what I have here. With you having to pick up your weapon, it's basically you are delayed by 2 phases. That's what that is, okay? So you still get to
Okay.
attack, but it's two phases later from whatever. Okay. So Tamar.
I'm attacking.
Okay. And last but not least, the dashing Reggie.
I'm going to move and attack.
All right. And I think Pick rolled initiative last time, so Reggie, roll initiative. Be a 4.
A 1.
9.
A 9. Okay. So, at the beginning of the round, everyone say versus spells, please.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Don't do anything.
That's a success. Well, unfortunately not, but other than it's a
Right.
success. 2.
I swear, I've never seen such bad rolls for this.
Okay, let's see if his elven blood
God
saves
never
him.
rolls for me.
61, yes it does. Okay. So then we go to Reggie.
8, fail.
That is a failure. Then we go to Pick.
Arena 15, I rolled 15.
That's a success. Meet it or beat it. Then we go to Shadrach.
I did the same as Pick. I met it. Right on.
And Tamar.
17 to 16.
All right. So Reggie, you enter the stun condition. Boom. And we go to fast. So
Call shot. I gotta wait.
correct. So Tamar, what are you using?
I'm using a short sword, 2 short swords.
Okay, so unless someone feels like they need to go before Tamar, you go.
Alright. So with my
Primary weapon.
primary hand, I hit
Can I
AC
shout
attack.
out before you
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, one. Or what, go ahead.
Just pick it up. Go ahead, Pick. I forgot. You said wanted to say something.
Don't kill them, subdue them.
Okay. If you want to change what type of attack you're doing, I'll allow it. Or not.
I'm gonna attack him right away.
Okay.
At least for the moment. So that is an 11.
Armor class 11?
Yeah. So
That's a miss, unfortunately. And with your offhand,
natural 20.
explode!
18 AC or attack of 18, so AC is 0.
Alright, roll damage and add 1.
Three.
3 points of
Oh.
damage. Roll percentile.
A spinal column.
20.
20. Alright, so your first attack, you're below, so you swing and you're trying to chop at her legs and you hit the side of the wagon.
You're not
Then
attacking
you-
one that's in there with me,
You
are you?
take the one
What
of
the
the...
I'm gonna smack.
No, there's 2 of them. There's
There's
the
one
one
more.
in the
No, there's
front,
2 of them.
and then there's the one here.
I didn't kill the one. With 18 points of damage, I didn't kill the first one.
Hold on.
I mean, he said that she's been attacking.
I moved to the
people
second
as
one,
they
was
move.
trying to grab. Nobody's attacking anyone.
No, not with 18.
So she's still
They have
alive.
20.
I didn't know that she was still alive.
That's the one you're grabbing.
Okay. I was under the assumption I was on the second one already, and I just killed the
No,
first
no,
one.
there's-
That's my bad.
There's been
All
one
right.
in the back
So,
that's been
you 20,
looking at everybody as he
You
ran past.
hit...
Yeah, that's the one I thought I was working on. There's 2 of them in there.
Oh! So she goes to block, and when she does, you go, get up like that, and right in her throat. And you pull it out, and the blood goes all over. So her singing stops.
Oh yeah, she's not dead, so it worked.
Okay, that was roll the jam. Okay.
That was awesome.
So, okay, Rise goes on that one. Natural 20! And another hit. And this might, yep. She appears to be dead. Rise has killed 2 of these individuals. Alright. Reggie's got birdies around his head. They look like Jiminy Cricket bird faces, and they're all going. Okay, and Pick is taking in the scene. He's wondering how he can make so many bad decisions in such a short span of time. And then we now go to average. Shadrach, when does your spell go off?
Takes the whole round.
Okay. So you are doing a called shot again.
Same thing.
Alright.
Okay. 15 this time.
15. What armor class is that in?
0-4 because of the last one.
Okay. So
Oh, that's enough to hit.
you
Or connect.
you have her in a hold, which is what it's called, and then roll your damage. Your D2 plus your strength.
2 plus my strength. So I have to do for damage? I'm
No,
trying to subdue.
you don't have to.
I don't want to. I'm trying
Okay.
to muffle her, not kill her. And that would kill her easily. So yeah, I'm just trying to. She's not put up a fight. I'm just trying to keep her mouth shut and hold her. That's all I'm trying
Well,
to do.
you got her in a hold.
Okay, with her mouth.
Hmm?
So she's not singing anymore.
Well, she's trying, but it's going into your mouth, into your hand.
So it's a.
Yep.
That's what I want to do, and I just
All right.
pull her up off the ground. So I know she's not fighting, but I hold her feet off the ground so she's not able to attempt to move. Or
So you reach out and you grab her, and with the precision of a trained warrior who may have had years of experience in hand-to-hand combat, you grab her arm, you just yank her, and when you do, when she comes in, you do like almost like a dance move spin. You say whoop, and you get her in the anaconda, and you got her over her mouth, and she's just going, and that is the end of your turn. And now we go to Rise's second attack. He can't. He hasn't moved, so he can't do anything yet. And that is
can I ask a question?
so.
Since
Sure you
I
can-
keep
you
making
can
my
ask a
observation look, or my perception look, the one that originally got knocked out of the back of the wagon, you still have laying on the ground. Is she still laying on the ground?
She sure
She never
is.
attempted to get up.
No.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure. I'd like to say something to the group when I can.
You can say it now.
Try to subdue those that are left. They're under a spell.
Okay. So, Tamark, are you done for the round?
I have another attack, but I'd like to move instead, since she can't sing, right? You said she's
There you have 3 every 2?
Yep.
Okay. So, you didn't move this round. The attacks, you don't, that your attack is your action. That's independent of how many attacks you get. So you can move at the end of the round, but you won't get any more attacks unless you...
No, that's fine. I understood it. I just
Unless you want to attack something else in a phase. Alright.
I'm just wanting to move to her.
Okay, so you can't move yet.
Right. And I won't be able to attack her, which I understand, and I'm okay with it.
Shadrach, you said the whole round. So pick, after fumbling with the weapon, you pick it up, and what are you doing with it?
Am I within range to attack anyone?
You'll have to move past Shadrach, but that's easy. Or you can like turn and hit the lady at the edge of the wagon right here.
That's choking on her own blood.
And that's the one that Tamark stuck in her throat. So you can get to, and theoretically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would be subjected to an attack of opportunity. Yeah, you can't. So you got an option. You can hit the one that Tamark's attacked,
Is that you?
or you can hit the one. Yes, I'm coming through on somebody's audio.
I'm getting such an echo, I'm hearing like 4 times.
We're only hearing it twice.
I've heard everything clearly, so.
That's strange.
It must be you.
Who knows? Might be an
He's froze.
too.
No. Oh, Randy, you froze?
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy's froze.
No?
No,
Okay, there he is.
no,
We weren't moving, Randy, I'm sorry.
Okay. So Randy, do you want to hit
Now,
the one
shake the
to
bush.
your right on the wagon, or do you want to move past Shadrach and hit the one there?
Yes.
He's gonna wait till you hear the 4 times.
Okay, so we'll put you move past Shadrach, and you now threaten her. She will turn to face you, so roll to hit.
I'm going to attack and hit her with the flat part of my sword.
Are you attempting subdual?
Yes.
Okay. So, considering we're about at the end of the round, we'll skip that. You roll, you have a -4 to hit.
Snap, crackle, pop.
I'd be an armor class of 7.
That is still a hit. So I think with subdual, you do half damage. Where the fuck is my special book?
I thought it was full damage.
Do you need more mine?
Is there a combat and tactics over
You want
there?
more mine? It's out.
No, sorry.
I thought half the damage was real and the rest was
Hold
full.
on. I will tell you.
It's subduous.
Okay. To make a subdual attack, the character makes an attack roll versus the opponent's armor class at -4. The weapon damage is reduced by half, round fractions up.
I like square fractions. Versus round fractions.
3 points of damage.
And is that half?
No, I rolled a 6.
So you did half it, okay. And so, you did how many? So 3? So, fuck. How about that? You go up there and she's going, ah! And you take the sword and go, clunk! Right on the side of her head. And she goes, and falls over.
So there's only one singing now? And that's the one on the ground.
Well, there's the one on the ground.
Right, singing.
And yeah, that's the only one, apparently.
The other one's...
Okay, so you perfectly knocked her out. And then, at the end of the round, Shadrach's spell goes off, if he so chooses.
Shadrach drops his dagger, the bloody hand that he struck with the dagger, he puts it to his face and says, Mori Supre, Tu Sarquin Tenem, and he casts Detect Evil.
Okay, and what does that spell...
The spell discovered, it's a 10-foot path times 120 yards.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I can detect the level of evil, like faint, moderate, strong, overwhelming,
Okay.
or its general nature, expectant, malignant, gloating. 10% chance per level of detecting its general bent,
Okay.
like lawful, neutral, or chaotic. Okay.
So are you looking anywhere specific first?
The one I stabbed in the chest.
Okay. You detect moderate evil. You also detect hopelessness. And that is what you detect with this first round of viewing. It says
Shadrach falls to his knees with his bloody hand in the air and is babbling in a language that nobody understands.
And that covers the other description in the spell, which is the priest must concentrate, stop, have quiet, and intently seek to detect the aura for at least one round to receive a reading. So that's what happened there. Now, after he does that, I'm going to allow you all to go ahead and run the scene. If there's something that you need to do, try not to talk over each other. Ask for permission to speak. And then I will give information when I can. Right as he's done with that spell, the other individuals stop singing, and only the one on the ground remains. The others float away in a way that is similar to what you may have seen from some other creatures recently in your interactions. If
The one
you
I'm
get my
looking to?
drift.
One
Yes. So, you may all take this away. I will remove the other corpses and or silenced entities, and you all are where you are. The stun effect from Reginald is removed, and all may do as they see fit. The horses are still there, seemingly uncaring or unaffected or too fucking stupid, whatever you want to say, to even care about any of that. And there you go.
We got a horse and wagons.
So, go ahead, gentlemen.
What's going on here?
Hey,
So the one laying down is the one you said still here then?
right.
No,
She-
the one that got knocked out.
Right, that's the one laying down.
Okay. So who's talking first? Tamar? Go ahead.
So, well, we know what happened, but why did you want to knock her out? Or not, or, I mean, what was the purpose of what you said, Pike, or Pick?
I'm gonna walk to the back of the wagon and point to the back of the wagon.
I look over the edge.
So I'm looking.
You see what I described to Pick before. And Pick, you may describe it just to remind everyone what it is you're looking at.
An 8-pointed star.
So it's his goods. So somebody hijacked his goods then.
I suggested to doing them because they were putting up no fight. They weren't. I don't believe they were doing this.
So they were being controlled as well?
Somebody's. There's no other explanation. They were not even flinching or trying to get away. The one that got knocked out of the wagon was still laying on the ground, never tried to stand up. Something was up here. This is not normal. This is not a fair fight.
Well,
I don't think they were real.
Well, obviously, all but
They
one.
floated away.
well,
Yeah.
well, here's a thing. We met something from your past. Now we've met something from his past, these witches.
Maybe.
So, is there something drawing things from our past out of our minds and using them to haunt us and attack us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of 6 isn't sufficient to make that kind of a guess yet, in my opinion.
Who's
But
controlling
you know
them?
what? Mine disappeared too, didn't it?
And-
Kinda.
Yeah.
Hold on, Pick, hold on. Pick, hold on.
It is odd that
Just like
mine
his.
disappeared just like his disappeared.
Right.
Well, I
the
mean,
ghost
it's
or
kind of early
things
to
or-
assume that something's taken from us all, but
Like they're.
it's strange.
I mean,
Shadrach, how similar are these to your past or your dream or whatever? I mean, you're looking at one right here on the ground. Is it the same thing or not?
I'm still detecting evil, Cobb.
Okay, so
I'm concentrating on that. I'm
okay,
babbling in a weird language and just on my knees on the ground babbling.
in the next round, as you turn, what do you? Which direction are you looking?
What the fuck's wrong with him?
Who, me?
Yes, Shadrach.
I'm concentrating on the people, on the woman that, or the women that are here that are alive still.
Okay, they've all disappeared.
Okay, I'll stop babbling and I'll say, this is wrong. I think that they were controlled. I don't know. I've hurt people. I don't feel good.
Yeah,
I did a bad thing.
We've just covered that.
Okay, stop.
I was gonna,
Pick, go ahead.
I don't think he had. Well, he wouldn't know who he was babbling.
Who's controlling them, and what are they trying to keep us from?
Their evil was hopelessness. They were controlled by evil. That's all I know.
the drow mentioned that the man, and I point at the star on the wagon, that the man was the one that sold his people into slavery. Maybe they used this witchcraft to pacify people and round them up.
COVID's up.
Once again, you're not babbling incoherently over there, Shadrach. I want to ask you again. It appears that when we first come across some individuals that were from my past, and upon either their defeat or they're about to be defeated, they kind of vanished and disappeared, which wasn't necessarily all that weird because it happened back when it originally. However, now we've come across some people that are supposedly from either your past or your dreams or whatever the hell they are, and they've disappeared also, which is weird. It kind of puts the two together. How similar is this creature laying on the ground to what you remember or dreamt or seen or whatever?
The witches I knew were women that had great powers, and they had great powers of charm and control. I was a slave for I don't know how long, months, years, I don't know.
But do they look exactly like them?
Yeah,
Like,
you
is
got
this-
one. Yeah.
I mean,
They were
do they match?
they were women.
Yeah, but
They
no,
were-
but do they
they were
wear these
women.
clothes? Do
This
they
is a woman
have
too.
this style?
This is a woman laying here unconscious.
Does
You
it-
suggested that they looked similar when we first pulled up.
Did it sound like them?
They-
Is this what they did to you precisely, or
They
did
had powers of charm. I don't know. I don't know.
All of
I've
these
done a bad
women-
thing.
But how do
All
you
of these
not?
women look different.
I know, but I
They were
meant,
just women. The witches I knew were human like me, different like me. They could look many ways. They were fat, tall,
But-
skinny,
but did
short. They were women. They
Yeah,
dressed
but-
different ways.
but did
They dressed like women.
Did this sound like their speech? Did this sound like? I mean, is this like one of the ways they pacified you?
I don't remember. Quit questioning me.
When we first pulled up to these, you said that they looked similar to these witches that were something from your past or whatever. That's why we're asking you these questions. And that was
I'm
only
sorry.
moments ago.
I immediately felt their charm and knew something was wrong. I'm sorry.
So they're somewhat similar at the least. We have one here
Yes.
that's not dead. Could you at least bind her wounds or whatnot so that she doesn't bleed to death? And then perhaps
I thought
somebody
they
would
all
be questioned.
finished, Tom. Is one still there?
Yes, that's what I just
The
asked you to
one,
look at.
the one that Pick knocked out, she remains. The one that you stabbed in the chest, that's the same one.
I will place my hand upon the wound I put, and I will cure moderate wounds.
Make a religion check for me, please.
All right. Oh Lord, let me check this real quick.
Just bind her once her stuff's bleeding. Or,
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
know.
sorry. Did you announce to us that she was evil? I may not know that.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Dang it.
Okay.
Wow, a natural 20.
All right, explode. Roll it again. Add that number in.
35.
Plus your number, plus your religion number.
Oh, plus my religion number would be 47.
Okay. With that particular roll,
Worked.
many secrets you remember from your training. When you were first learning the ways of Druidcraft, you were told that there were many types of evil. There are types of evil that are permanent, like a building. When you leave the building and you come back to the building, it may have weathered, but it is still a building. And that is the way of permanent evil. And that is not the way of things that are born in this realm. Those are things that are from the dark places that no one talks about, that come here by not of their own volition. They are brought here to serve evil people, and they're made of evil. And that's not what these are. And then you're told that there's the evil of men. And the evil of men takes many forms: greed, cruelty, narcissism, revenge. And then there is the evil of doing nothing. And the hopelessness that you felt from this entity, whatever it was that evil. Somebody did not give them help when they had the chance. And their souls were stained by being left to fend for themselves in an unwinnable situation. And you realize that these creatures probably were remnants of people that were abused and possibly taken by slavers and used in ways that you don't want to think that a person would do to another living thing. That is what your religion check reveals to you.
Yeah, old Shad breaks down boohoo and big time. I still moderate healer.
You cast a spell?
Yeah, I cast heal moderate wounds on the woman. Right where I put the dagger in her chest. I put my hand right there.
Do you do or say
Weeping,
do you do or say anything which would give you advantage on your numbers? Or would you like to, if you don't roll well, cash in one of your 37s to do so? Or
no,
or
I
nothing?
won't cash in. I will say, undo the harm I have done here without question, for I have committed a terrible thing, and undo it, please. And I just put my hand on her, and like I said, I dropped my dagger. I'm weeping profusely. And I heal her for 7 points.
Okay, with your spell casting, you may roll again.
I will roll again. 10 points.
So you bend down and you say you cast the spell, and the blood that she has coats that which you've wiped upon your face as well. And as your sorrow begins to mingle in the form of the salty tears, they hit the wound and sizzle. And then you feel the power well up in your mind, and it shoots down your arm. And for a second, there's a soft, glowing yellow light, and the wound heals, and you have cast a spell.
And I'll just collapse right then.
Now I need you to also understand that with that roll that you made on religion, you get a little PS flash of insight. The survival of the fittest, the wolf and the bear that fight over the scraps of the fallen moose are angry at you. And just for a brief moment, you look down and you see this person, and she looks like food.
I just throw myself away. I just throw my hand in front of my face and cast myself away. No!
Yeah, that was strange.
Okay.
Would you guys mind if I interrogate her when she wakes up?
Oh, I guess I should roll.
By all means.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point was to try and... figure
0-2.
out something.
She
Yeah.
wakes up. Her little eyes flutter and she kind of... and kind of her eyes roll around and she coughs. And then she holds still and she looks up and she sees Shadrach and Pick standing
Well, he ran
very
away.
close to her. Oh, Shadrach, did you move away?
I just fell over.
Okay. She sees Pick
I'm
there,
prone on the ground.
and she doesn't say anything, but she starts looking this way and that, confused and wondering what's happening.
I'm moving over to her.
Okay. Tamark begins to move over towards the lady. Reggie?
I'm gonna move over to the horses and see that they're okay.
Okay. Rise walks over, looks down. Natural 20! He goes to stab her. Roll a d10 for surprise.
Damn it. Damn it.
All right, no one is surprised as you see him just go, ah! Everyone who wishes to declare an action may. So we will start. You were just starting to move over. You're right there. He was moving over. You were tending to horses. Pick was just standing there. You're up in the wagon, and you're over here on the ground going, ah! So, let's start with Pick.
I'm shocked.
So, no action?
No actions.
Okay. COVID.
Diving off the wagon to tackle him.
So, attack.
I mean, I got a good shot at, like a jump off tackling him because I'm higher ground.
You have
I'm
high
just
ground.
saying, from the movies, it's a great
Okay.
idea. However it works mechanically,
Tamar?
fine.
I want to try to parry its attack.
Okay. Shadrach?
That you
I throw myself across her body.
Well, I could
That's
Okay,
right.
now
You moved up.
I got you like, she's one square away, so you just, I don't know if you can see the layout here, but
I will make my best effort to interpose
Okay.
between him and her.
perfect. And Reggie.
I say, oh no.
No action?
No, that was his action. No.
Reginald? No action?
No action.
Okay. So, well, back to you. Roll, or no, you haven't rolled yet, have you? Initiative?
No, not
All right, COVID, roll initiative. Beat a 2.
1. How's that?
That's a beats it. All
Roll
right.
a 19. We've got a one more. Right?
No. Okay. So,
I don't know when I
on very fast, you go.
What do you want me to roll? Just a melee echo to just roll the hit?
What do
I'm
you,
just trying to tackle him. I mean, I'm trying to jump from the wagon. I'm going to hit him. And theoretically, unless I roll horribly, we should both hit the ground. I mean,
Okay,
But
hold on.
I don't know what you want to hide. You get the gist of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know how mechanically that works.
that's an overbear.
I mean,
That's mechanical. And I will inform you how it
When
works.
he, as he raises his sword over his head, you jump onto it.
well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine too.
I'm going to say no on
I'm
that.
trying to do that, man. I'm trying to,
Okay.
I'm trying to take
Okay, so first thing you're trying to do is actually land on him. And then the both of you make an opposed strength.
Oh, joy.
And there's no... What you do is you get the bonus because you're leaping from the top. You'll get a plus...
I'm going to need it because we're identical in strength.
a plus... Hold on. It's on this thing right here. It's either a 1 or a 2, but I just want to make sure I got the right one.
May not matter depending on what we roll.
Well, you're... No, not that one. Okay. see if it's over here.
Leave it.
No. No. The combat map. Okay, attacker on higher ground, +1. Okay. So you get a +1. So,
we're both trying to roll under our
well, you
strength
gotta
as high as
basically land on him first.
You want me to roll
and then-
an attack roll? Be
Yeah,
like-
because you might miss him completely.
An 18, so that's melee attack though. -3.
Which should be plenty good. But let me just go through this just because.
Well, if he's using the shield, it's -5 for him.
Well, but that is not the way, because you're just trying to get a hold of him first.
Or
So
hit him. I
you
mean,
can,
if I hit him and knock him out of the way, I mean
shield
that's the
really
same
doesn't.
thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Adjustments for dexterity and magic apply to the defender's armor class. That's it. No armor or shields help because you're grabbing the overall jam. So
He'd be an
what armor class did you hit?
He'd be an armor class 3, or I mean -3, but I hit, or
He's an armor class of 6.
I hit -3.
Okay, so now there is opposed strength to determine if the defender keeps his feet. If the defender wins the opposed strength roll, you stay on your feet and the attackers remain in their squares, which means he shrugs you off and you're both standing there.
But that may
The
determine.
defender remains clear and can finish the round. If the attacker wins, everyone falls down.
So I need as close to my,
You want to roll as high as possible. No,
But not-
because you're adding your strength.
but not only. Oh, I'm just adding it.
Remember?
Oh,
We're just doing it the easy
yeah.
way.
All right. 19 and
5.
18.
Okay, so
Well, you beat him by
Yeah.
quite a bit.
okay, so you get the jump on him, and you dive off, and you're both in the square, and you're on top of him, and that's where your turn ends.
Sufficient.
Okay,
You
so
can't miss ever again.
Reggie goes ooh, and Pick goes what the fuck, and Tamar.
I get her up and I try to.
Well, you don't do anything yet. Your thing was to go over there, so all you do is you just move over there, and you're like, oh. Shadrach gets up with half his movement, and then moves over there, and he's like, hey, stop that, or whatever he chooses to say or do. Okay.
Is that what he says?
Then it is Rise's turn, and considering that...
Stop it, man! Stop it!
Yeah, well, we'll see...
I'm assuming he's not under influence or something.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, get off me.
Alright, I cautiously get off, watching the hand with the dagger, making sure he's not...
He puts the sword away.
Yeah, okay. I get up, help him up then.
All right.
Sorry, brother. You were going to kill her. We need to...
No, that was good. I don't know what came over me.
I-
A natural 20 did cling. Okay. All right, so you guys can continue the scene now. So
If you know
Tamar, you
I'm gonna help
at
her
the end of the
up.
round, you change your action. You help her up, and she gets up and she's looking around nervously and
I'm gonna
very
take her to the wagon.
confused, maybe frightened.
I'm taking her to the wagon.
So you guys can do whatever you want. So until somebody says
Just
something
remember.
different, Tamar does that. So
I say to Tamar, just remember, I think she might have been under a spell or something.
I
So
understand. I'm gonna
don't
take.
grill her. She might, yeah.
I'm gonna take her to the wagon and trying to question her rationally.
make a charisma check, please.
Well, I have
Which wagon?
special ability.
Let's see if she wants to go with you to the wagon. This is not a puppy dog. This is a person.
So 16 plus 8 is 22.
Okay. So, in what manner do you get her to the wagon?
So I'm going to try to. Alright, so I'm like, please follow me to the wagon for your protection and see if she like understands. You know, I'm looking to see if there's understanding and in her look.
She looks at you. She looks you up and down. What are you wearing again?
So I have like this black suit over me that fits really tight over my armor, and over that I have a black hood, and my hood's pulled up and over my head.
And you got a what?
22.
22? Okay. She starts to look around. And then she's not moving in the direction you want her to go.
Okay. So I'm going to try to stop her then from moving in the
She's-
other direction.
So you're gonna, as she's stopped, you're gonna move towards her.
Oh, I thought I'm standing next to her.
You are, but she's not following you.
Right. So I'm going to stop. And I'm like, will you please come to the wagon with me for your protection?
She doesn't move.
Do you understand me?
Make another charisma check with disadvantage, please.
Shadrach, help her.
17 plus 8 and 5 plus
What's he
8.
doing?
So 13.
Okay.
I just got done stabbing her in the chest. I don't think she wants my help.
She is looking wildly about as if possibly looking to make a break for it.
So in Elven, I ask her, will you please at least talk to us?
When you start to speak the Elven language, which is really different than Southern Tongue or Chazon, apparently there's something about the tone or the lilt or the phraseology or whatever, but her eyes grow wide. She takes one step to the left and she is going to run. So, no one is surprised by this, so it will come down to actions. And you are closest, so you will have, what is your action?
I'm going to try to stop her from running.
In what fashion?
Trip her, knock her down.
So you're attacking. You're
Yeah.
doing a trip attack.
Okay, yeah.
With what?
I guess my legs. I mean, you can't really
Okay.
trip her, you know.
All right.
I don't know, what are my
pick.
options for that?
Do you have an action? Well, there are weapons that are made for tripping.
I
No,
don't have those.
Pick, no action, okay. Shadrach?
I'm running for the tree line. Running
You're running the opposite direction. Okay.
for the tree line. Straight for the tree line.
Okay, well, it's right behind you.
Okay.
COVID.
I'm going to attempt to grab her.
Okay.
If
Right.
I have to run to grab her, that's fine too. I mean,
Natural
whatever it
one.
takes to get there.
Rye says, yeah, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna subdue. Reggie.
Is everyone moving away from the wagon?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm going to move the horses into position and prepare to hitch them up.
All right. Tamar, you're up. Roll initiative.
4.
Beat a 6. All right. So, you're right there. Trip. Oh, what the fuck happened to my book?
Here, just keep it in mind till you figure it out.
I probably moved it over here.
I want mine. I want mine.
Oh, no, wait.
There
is
it
this
is.
it?
I found
no,
it.
oh,
I
okay.
found it.
I thought that was a regular.
I found my special jam.
Is that a combat?
Yeah.
You get more than one cup?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. That's probably yours over there too
I
then.
have a bunch of them. Okay, so
No. Get down.
Yes, get down.
Down! Get
there
down!
it is. Okay.
Get out. Whoop. Anyway,
Yeah, you remember that?
Yes.
Me too, buddy.
Back
in the trailer.
Phrase every once in a while.
Back in the trailer.
Yeah. Brad remembers that one because he was there when that happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So first of all, roll the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hit an AC of 8.
Okay. So that's good enough. So now you're making opposed rolls. You can use strength or dex.
It's the same.
And I will roll. And my total is very low.
So 16 and 17.
No, you're just picking one.
No, that's my roll.
Oh, okay, okay.
Getting together, so that's what?
33.
Yeah.
All right, yes. So she turns to move, and you take your foot and just calmly go doo, doo, and kick one heel into the other, and she goes ah, doo, doo, and falls down.
Now I move to restrain her.
Well, you can't move yet.
No.
Okay, who's next? I guess COVID.
Wait, do you have her? I mean, does it look like he's got her?
No, I just
You
tripped
just
her.
tripped her. She fell
All right,
flat
then I'll
on her
go
face.
to grab her and lift her up off her feet again. That's my time. That's what I'm
Okay.
gonna do.
Roll.
20.
Yep. You have a +4 to this because she's prone.
Oh, thank God. It's a 7. I thought it was a 1. I have a +4, so I'm using melee tackle.
Correct.
So, 15, wait a minute, 7. So, you said +4? 4 class 3.
Okay. So you put your hands are on the ground. Now you're doing opposed rolls again.
Sorry?
Yes. And you have a +4 again because she's prone. Prone, so add 4 to your total.
39.
All right. So you have her.
I've got her up off the ground and said, just question her here.
Yeah. I think that's best.
Okay. She is struggling.
No, she's off the ground now. I'm right under her breasts on her rib cage, just holding her above. That's where I've got her, like holding her up.
Okay.
In Elven, since she seemed to have freaked out and tried to run. Did the elves do this to you then?
Okay. On her attack, she's going to try to break the hold. Roll opposed strength. Natural 1. She can't get out.
Natural 20.
All right, so she's unable to break free. And she apparently is in fear of her life. That's what she's acting
I
like.
want to say something.
So
Sure.
you say that, and she's apparently not doing anything. Go ahead.
We're not going to harm you. We just want to find out a little information. If you calm down and answer the questions as best you can, we're going to release you. Do you understand? Nice and calm behind her in her ear.
At that moment, Rise comes over and he's like, "Shut up! Quit struggling, bitch!" And she's just like,
This guy's kind of an asshole.
so he's like, I'm gonna
Especially when it ain't here.
smack her now. I want to try to knock her out, Cobb.
Wow.
While I'm holding her, he ain't.
He's like,
This guy.
COVID? He says,
Back off.
According to the backstory,
Yeah.
do you follow me or not?
Now if you're going to be a dick, stop being a
This
dick.
isn't up for debate.
Yes,
if
it
I'm
is.
in charge.
You're not in charge anymore.
Oh, okay.
Stop being a dick. You can slap some woman around that I've got restrained? I mean, come on, man.
I'm in charge. I didn't realize soldiers just got to say you're not in charge anymore. But that's cool.
Leaders don't make stupid
That's
decisions.
not your decision. That's mine.
I know, and I said leaders don't make stupid decisions.
Well, if I'm not your leader anymore, then
So you admit to making stupid decisions, is what you're saying.
Ooh.
are you a lawyer now? What's your point?
I think you made it.
You're not going to win the argument. You
You're right.
decided not to be what you said.
I'm gonna protect
So-
this lady as we've healed her already, and I prevented from killing her
I'm trying to get her to calm the fuck down.
by screaming at her.
No, by knocking her out.
A minute ago, you were gonna attack her when she was hopelessly on the ground.
Yes, so?
Just
You killed hundreds of men, right? Who cares?
thousands.
So why
Who's
is...
counting?
I don't think she's all that valuable.
Well, we'll never know if you kill her.
I said I was going to knock her out.
Can't talk to her if she's knocked out.
But anyway, you've decided that
The whole point is to discuss. The whole
So that's
point
fine.
is to try and get her to say something.
He walks away.
Perfect. Please calm down. Don't worry about him. He's gone now. He's not going to hurt you.
Okay, she continues to struggle. Make a strength
I
check.
come up to her.
15. So, I don't know, 30 something.
Okay.
So I come up to her and I go, look, we just stopped him from hurting you. If we wish to do you harm...
Make a charisma check with disadvantage.
Make it.
That's an 18. And that one's a 12. So 20 is my highest.
Disadvantage,
20?
which was
Yeah.
the lowest.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, lowest. I'm sorry. 20 total was the lowest.
Okay.
18. I rolled an 18.
She is surrounded by people, and they are holding her, and they look like him, and who knows what other things are driving her. Apparently whatever you're trying to do isn't working.
Alright, I'm going to walk. I walk over towards the horses where Randall's connecting stuff. So would you come with me for a second, sir?
I thought you had a hold of this lady.
I do. I walk over. I got her. I'm holding her up off the ground. She's nothing.
Alright, she's struggling again. Strength check.
And 18.
Unhand her, man.
Hold on, man. She's trying to run away. She's done it already once. She's scared
I don't
of all
blame
these
her.
people. She's scared of all these people. Will you
Yeah, I bet.
perhaps question her? And I brought her away from the center of all the people, and I mean I'm only holding her to prevent her from running away. I didn't want to necessarily have to tie her up, but perhaps that's what needs to be done to prevent her from leaving while we interrogate her. Not in a nice way. That's why I'm asking you to do it.
I say you should let her go. She's scared. Of course she's scared. We just killed half her people.
No, they disappeared. They was one of the people. I think
She's
she
good
was on-
singing, so she's not threatening.
No, if she runs away, what good is that? Are you going to run after her and to find out what's going on? I mean, that was the whole point why we're holding her.
Not for me to question her.
I'm asking
I
if
didn't ask you to hold her to question her.
I'm asking you because I think you might have a better chance of getting
And I
somewhere.
said I think you should let her go. I do not go with you or try to question her in any way.
Okay, so this is still our layout here, so if anyone else wishes to do anything, otherwise you all are in the middle of the woods.
I'm casting.
Okay. What are you casting?
I'm casting Omen, and it's going to take a while, so from the woods where I walked into, you hear me cry out, "Me conduce, revelasti de terra." And I cut myself hard. I do like a point of damage to myself to bleed. And I just hug this tree and bleed and babble in my particular language.
Okay, how long is the casting time?
One turn.
Okay, so you're gone for a while. That's fine. Meanwhile,
Yep.
back at the road.
Is there a way that I can bind her hands while I'm holding her, so that I don't have to hold her?
Well, you can try, but
There's a rope. I can tie her up.
there'll probably be
I'll go that route. I'll go over
modifiers. Okay, so one more strength check.
We're taking hostages now? Is that what's up?
Okay. 16 total?
No, that's just without adding the 18 to it.
Well, then you
I
failed. You gotta
continue to
add
hit
the...
the horses.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to add that too?
Yes, please.
34.
All right. So you have her, and you tie her up. Or in what fashion do you tie her up?
I have rope use, so...
I mean, like hands in front. Do you bound and gag her? What's your plan?
No, I'm going to tie her up around her upper torso, but not so tight she can't breathe. And then I will tie her feet together so she can't run.
Okay. But she can still talk and everything?
Yes, she can breathe, she can talk.
Wonderful. Okay.
I'll let her go once she's got it.
All right. So she's laying there bound by Tamar.
Let me ask you a question. You said that Rise walked away.
I did.
All right, I'm gonna go walking towards him now, leaving the area where this is all going on.
Okay. And Reggie, you were doing something with the horses before. What was that?
And that's
Continuing to hitch them up.
To this other wagon?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's what you're doing.
Hey, Reginald, can you come over here, please?
Randy's had his hand up for a while.
Oh, sorry, Randy. I don't know how I didn't notice. Go ahead. Pick.
While this is all going on, I would like to search the wagon that Reginald's dealing with.
Okay. Roll a D10 first.
Three.
Okay. And roll me your perception, please.
Perception or observation?
Observation.
31.
Okay. It takes you a few minutes. You're searching the wagon. You're climbing underneath there, looking at things. It's typical construction. You notice that the only marking on it is the one that I pointed out to you previously. Even with that roll, there does not appear to be anything unusual about this wagon.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Reggie, you were...
See,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Pick. What?
when I'm done with that, I'll see if Reginald needs help.
Okay, so Tamar had said, Reginald, would you come over here?
I'm ignoring him.
Okay. So, COVID, you walk over, and Rise is just kind of hanging out by this, the covered wagon,
He's hanging out.
and the Teamster there.
Yeah, he's hanging out
Oh,
there, too.
okay. All right.
I do grab my shield on the way back over though. Just so you know.
Okay. All right, so the horses are reattached, and the lady is still laying there in the road, and Shadrach is still casting his spell.
I'm going to offer her some food and water.
Okay.
Yo, Cedric Gabalone, bring it on up.
She does not seem to be receptive to your offerings. Reginald, you were calling out to somebody?
Cedric Gabalone, I'm giving him the
Oh,
wave. Bring it
okay.
on up.
All right, so he kind of glances over at you two off to the right, and you guys are just kind of standing there.
Well, as he moves, I move with him. I
Okay.
encourage.
And then he goes ahead and brings up the covered wagon and stops there.
I'll stay alongside it for now.
He's like, what's going on
But let
here?
her go. What are you trying to do with this woman?
Who are you talking to?
To Tamar and COVID that are standing there by the woman in...
No.
Hold on,
What
hold
are
on.
you doing?
Reggie, look at the map. COVID and Rise are back here by the covered wagon, and Cedric You're up here by this wagon. And you just...
I am on that wagon,
Okay.
and I will be saying it to
Tamark's right here.
Dick instead. What are they doing back there with that woman? What's the point?
Now hold on, Reggie.
They're not
There,
gonna get anything out of her, they need to let her go.
Reggie. The lady is like 2 squares away from your wagon on the ground, and Tamark's standing right in between the wagon and her. So you can talk to them if you want or not. Can you see this?
I can see where you're pointing, and I kind of see the layout.
There's the
But
lady.
I thought you said they were back by Cedric.
No, there's the lady. There's Tamark. There's you in this wagon.
Okay,
There's
I'm
Pick behind.
standing on the wagon,
And okay.
and I'm saying it to Tamar. What are you doing? What is your goal here?
So, we were hoping she had some knowledge as to what happened to her. But, we still don't know if at some point she was a willful participant, or maybe she might have useful information as to
That
where...
is not my field of expertise, friend.
If we
I
could-
say make it quick because I'm about to come down there and cut those ropes.
I've tried to give her food and drink. I've tried to talk to her. But if we knew where she came from, then perhaps we could find the next leg of her trip. What if she's one of the people that was from the village that we're looking for?
That job's done, man. We retrieved the information. We took it back to the man. My job, my mission is going to Knotnep to get my horse and my loot.
I thought we were also trying to find where the people went. I thought that was one of the
That was a
possibilities.
cover for finding my daughter's gold nugget.
No, I thought that while we were waiting
Well, I think
for
we should let her go. At least get it out of the way. I'm going to Knotnep. Get her out of the road. I don't want no part of this.
I get her up and put her in the covered wagon.
Okay.
However, that
Jason, do you have your cell phone available for a text?
No.
You can text me on my tablet if you send it to that tablet I've been texting you on.
Okay. I'll try it and see what happens. Okay, so unless someone interferes with Tamark, he does what he says.
Vic, are you going to Knotnep?
Yes.
What's with the symbol, man? Is this organization everywhere now, or?
I'm thinking.
So I guess this belonged to the man. He had the same symbol.
Yes. I think he controls a realm a lot more than we think that he does.
The Drow Queen may have been, the guard, the princess's bodyguard. He was saying that he is the one that sold him into slavery. So he might have made some sort of pact with the evil that possesses him.
Right? The
I
more it
don't
goes
feel
on,
right about the way they're handling that woman.
and the more that's coming out in this, I think that the man is far more dangerous than we think that he is.
Well, maybe we'll have to have another conversation when we return his wagon.
You can also contact me on just regular messenger com, I think.
Shadrach,
I'm out in the woods, man.
let's go.
All right, Shadrach, you are in the woods, extending your druidic faith in all directions. You are allowing the sound of birds and the whistling of the wind through the trees to form the natural patterns of nature and through the chaos, a tiny amount of order appears. And if, I know you can't see the map, but to your left, there's like a 20 by 30 clearing. And in that clearing, you notice several birds searching the ground for worms or whatever, something to eat. And you notice that they're crows.
I'll call one to me.
If you do that, you will be ending the spell.
Okay, I need to ask. Did I need to ask for my omen then? Then this is where I'll do it, where the crows are picking the worms. I will say, my omen is basically going to the town, and our best bet. It's going to the town. What we should do, or is that an ill omen? Is it favorable or ill to proceed? And I think my base chance is like 74.
You're thinking of Audrey. This is a different
74.
spell.
Oh, that's right. You're right. My bad.
So, the birds all stop simultaneously. And they all eerily turn and look at you. And then one sort of takes flight, and then another, and then another, until eventually they all kind of, and you watch them as they fly away, and then you get this horrible feeling because out of the corner of your eye you look back at the field and there's 50, 60 dead crows laying there. And the
Which
spell,
direction did they fly in?
and the spell ends. You realize that that's not important.
Okay.
And from the the event that you just witnessed, you think that might be an ill omen. If I haven't expressly described
All
that
right.
there's a bunch of fucking dead birds there.
I'll start staggering back towards the road.
Okay, when you come back after casting your spell, you can see that the situation has changed a little bit. You don't see Tamark or the woman. You see the covered wagon that you were riding in has moved up to the not covered wagon that has been, the horses have been hitched up to it. You see COVID and Rise back by the covered wagon. And you see Pick and Reggie by the not covered wagon.
I raise my hand. Hear
Here you
me!
are.
Hear me! Death awaits us. We must go no further. Death awaits us at the village.
No. Man.
I have seen. Death awaits us. This woman. Where is the woman?
Back in the covered wagon.
Set her free. Or I will.
I'll help you.
I start marching towards there. Show me the woman.
Okay, and then am I to understand that Reggie and Pick are following Shadrach to the other wagon? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Reggie, you climb out of the wagon and you follow Shadrach as you're heading back towards the covered wagon. If anyone else wishes to do or say anything, you may interrupt. And then you get to the back of the wagon, and
Did I hear all this being shouted from the outside?
you can roll percentile.
I was making noise.
Does he have to roll and see what he does again?
A 9.
Yes, you did.
Oh, wow. Covidius! They are coming for the women! Or for the woman!
You heard what was going. It was right
I
here in
ignored
front of
him
you.
this
So
time.
okay. So do you
I just
shout
stand
that?
there.
Do you shout that from the inside?
Yeah.
I just stand
Roll
there
the-
next to Rise.
Roll to see if you hear it.
What, D20?
So-
Or,
you can roll a d20. It's fine.
14.
No. You from inside. You hear.
Oh, I'm standing next to Rise. I'm just going to let it go. I know they're going on later.
Okay.
I'm done with it.
So you guys come to the back of the wagon, and the door is closed. Obviously, you can open it because that's the way
That's
you come
enough.
It's a toothless.
I
Set the
sling
woman
it,
free.
I sling it open. I
Okay.
say, that's enough. Let her
Reggie-
go.
Reggie opens the door.
I speak in chasten to the woman.
What do you say?
I say, do you understand me?
She looks up at you. She says, "Caw-caw, caw-caw!" And she changes into a giant crow. I need actions.
I'm attacking.
Okay?
We don't see that.
I didn't hear
But you
anything you
hear,
said.
everyone hears the caw-caw! Reggie, you're next.
The guard.
What is the trigger and what is the action?
If I am attacked, I will attack with my dagger. I am backing up and guarding.
Okay. Pick.
Retreat.
So move, okay? Shadrach.
I speak in crow. Since she's turned into a crow, I say, wait,
Hold on.
hear
Well,
me.
you're allowed to say a couple words, but what's your action? Is your action to do a full parlay?
Yes.
Okay. So you say that, you're allowed to say a couple words. Okay, COVID?
I ready my sword and I just stand there because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay. COVID,
No, I'm cool.
Right.
17, Rise. Rise is like, I'm killing that thing. So,
Can't wait till he listens.
Shit.
Can't wait till he listens to this because you know, Freddie, I would have done none of the
yeah, well, you gotta show up.
I know.
Shadrach,
I've been there, done that.
Shadrach, roll initiative.
Try to do something.
Beat it 3.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Ooh, 6.
Okay, so on fast, because it's a medium creature. This woman changes into a crow. She just moves. She fucking bolts, which in her case, she has a movement of flight. And she flies out, which would allow Reginald to attack of opportunity, but no one else.
I instead duck a little lower and let her go.
Suddenly, some jungle drums happen. Okay, so out of the door, giant crow flies out. You like duck down, and you can feel the air go, and it flies off as far as it can fly in a as fast as it can, and it has very fast. Oh, you get an attack of opportunity if you want it,
Yeah.
because you're right there inside.
I just figured something was preventing me from doing it, so that's why I decided. So that hits an AC of 5.
All right, you swing. You do like nip its back tail, but all it is a single feather that goes and falls on the ground, and it gets away.
I picked the feather up.
You pick the feather up. Add medium-sized crow to your inventory feather. Okay, and that just happened, and you guys all see. Okay, so and then Shadrach, you were like Hamashima, and so I will allow you to do the ultimate monkey. Roll a charisma check.
plus my D20 plus my charisma?
Correct.
Alright. 30.
Not quite good enough.
I
Good.
didn't.
That would have been a good roll had the creature not been in this particular circumstance with all these modifiers. But there you have it, and there you are. So the crow lady is gone. COVID. You kind of
I watch the fire.
yeah, and the Cedric's like, whoa, easy! And, as the horses are kind of scared a little bit. The other horses don't seem to care. The ones that are attached to the not covered wagon.
They're pretty calm animals.
They are. All right. So there you are.
So you're saying we don't need to go back, that we shouldn't go to not now?
I saw an omen, and the omen was not good. The omen showed me death.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Death at Notneff, or death on the way, or death in our journey ahead?
I asked if we should go to the village, if going to the village would be to our advantage, and the omen was bad. No, death. We may go, but death awaits us in one form or another.
Yeah, but does it say our death, or is it the death of others? Or is
You
it just,
say
there's a
death.
bunch of dead people
Death.
there already?
Nobody there.
I mean, yeah, but there could be different ways that we can meet death there. The people
Then
that
you
are
are
there are
supposed to ask the
dead.
question.
I mean, it could be, you know,
I tell you
we're
what
going
I
to
saw.
kill others
Death.
and they die, or it could be our death. I mean, it was...
It is death. Death awaits us, one way or another.
Yeah,
Death
but it doesn't
awaits
necessarily
us.
mean it's bad for us.
In March forward, I'll follow
He's
you.
got his leg on backwards. Let's just load things up and head back to Tila.
Oh, somebody had a good
I
idea.
tell you what I saw, and that's all I saw. Death.
I'm going to reach in to the wagon, if I may, and grab my backpack of gear and sling it over my shoulder. I think that we should return that wagon to the man. That's what I want to
If you
do.
want, I think I might be able to ask these horses if they know of anything, where they came from. I could do
They're
that.
calm animals. They seem to be well used.
I will cast a spell.
Used to the weird
Well,
shit.
it's way up there. Get your spears and your gear. We'll throw it in that
That's
way.
it, I go.
It's all, all my stuff was in the other wagon anyway, so,
That's where we're at. We're at the covered wagon now. So I
yeah, all
grabbed
my stuff's in
gear.
that wagon, so. Alright, yeah, whenever I can, I'll cast Speak with Animals, and I'll talk to the horses. Talk to the animals.
Okay. Well, that seems like it's easily done. So you walk up
I will
and
ask them if
which ones? The horses attached to the newer wagon or the ones you've had?
yes, the ones from the women's wagon.
Okay. All right.
The man wagon. Alright.
Okay. So you cast Speak with Animals and you pick one to talk to.
I will calm them. I will be calm and gentle and say, "From whence did you come to arrive here?" So you're going to be snickering a name to a horse.
They say, or the one you're talking to says, "Well, I came from a barn."
Point with your nose which way you came on this road.
And it turns and points back that way.
Towards Notneff.
Yes.
Are there any other horses in your barn where you came from?
Horses.
There might be. I don't know. I haven't been there for a while.
Have you been mistreated?
No.
Where did these women come from that were in your wagon?
They weren't women, they were spirits.
Can you point where they were from?
I don't know where spirits come from.
Okay. Alright, I will basically end the spell there. I don't think there's much more to gain here. Well, these horses came from Notness. But the women in the wagon, they said they were spirits. Which I suspect.
I don't know.
But,
Where are the spirits coming from then?
if we go to Notnef, I think we better prepare if we do, but I think if we go to Notnef, we're going to be asking for it. That's just my opinion. I've made my assessment, and there it is. I'll go, but I think we're asking for it. We need to learn more about what's going on, and this didn't show us very much.
COVID.
We can take the wagon back to the man.
I'm not sure it's his.
COVID.
I don't know what this symbol means.
COVID.
I have a question for you, Rack Shack. Is it...
Okay, Popeye.
Do you remember that the name of the Drow city was also Notnef, wasn't it? And so when you say going back to Notnef is death, which one were you specific? I mean, was it specific as to which one? I think it's definitely death we go back down there. But there was nothing to hurt us in the
My
other one.
interpretation of the open was if we return to that city, either one, above or below, there's going to be a lot of trouble.
I would like...
And I would dare say the Drow city would be bad news in any event.
I would like Randy to roll a d10.
Surprise!
6.
Surprise, motherfucker. Alright. If anyone has a reaction adjustment of...
On what?
On your dexterity.
Okay.
Of at least 1, you are not surprised.
Cool.
If you do not have any reaction adjustment on your dexterity, you are surprised. And may not do anything at this particular time because the ground shakes.
Oh, geez.
The horses get skittish. And busting up right next to Shadrach, between Shadrach and Rise, is a worm.
Oh!
Does that have a rider?
Nope. So, I would like actions from those of you that are not surprised. So, Reggie? Well, wait. Rise was up first, and he just says attack. COVID?
Oh, Jesus. Attack.
Shadrach, were you surprised?
I have no adjustment.
Okay, so yes, you were. Reggie?
Attack.
Pick, were you surprised?
Negative.
Okay, what's your action?
Attack.
All right, and Tamar.
I guess I'll attack.
Where's your finger?
Is he back there in the back with him? Or... Huh, that's weird. Did you take him off when you took the girl off by accident?
Maybe?
I don't remember what his figure looked like, so... Can't say.
That's fucking weird. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right, so right now you're in the wagon. All right. So you're going to attack from the wagon?
Move to attack.
All right. Roll initiative. Reggie. Beat an 8.
5-er.
Fucking worms. Those are almost defenseless women to can't touch worms. When I asked you if it had a rider on it, you're not saying I just don't see one. It does not have a rider on it, or is it possibly there could be one I don't see it? Or am I sure there's not one because I got enough of a look at it when I first saw the ground?
I mean, I guess there could be an invisible rider on it, but there's
Okay,
no
I
way.
got you. I understand.
There's no way of knowing.
Okay.
Oh.
What was that guy's name?
Grievous.
Grievous, stop! Or we have to attack this thing and get horribly hurt again.
Come on. Where are you? I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't know where it went. Fuck you.
What? You looking for a
Or
sound?
what?
There's another.
Yes.
Sync
There
back
you
on.
go.
Now it sounds good.
That's a cool picture of a beholder. Is it sleeping or dead?
The holder?
Yeah, that picture right there.
No, it's alive. It's looking at its goldfish.
Oh, I can't see the
And it's goldfish.
I can't see the
It's a
goldfish.
pet goldfish.
I can see it looks like it's resting on a desk with green shit coming out of its That's a cool sound.
Fucking, there we go.
The Witcher.
Fly China Airlines.
Alright, so on fast. Who's up?
Oh, I guess.
Rise will attack.
Yep.
He hits an armor class of 9. That's a miss. Go ahead, Corbin.
I hit an armor class of -7.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Was this large skin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, max 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points down.
Alright, you move up and slice and dice.
Or it beats the shit out of us. Again.
Alright. Who's next? Reggie and Pick. Where do you want to go?
I'm throwing a dagger.
Throwing a dagger?
I'm
Okay.
gonna move where nobody's blocking me. I'm gonna hit the worm.
Well, the worm is such a size that you can fire at it and you won't have to worry about doing a called shot. So if you want to just be in a different spot, you can, or you can throw from there.
If I can get about 2 squares away, that'd be short range.
Well, times 3, because it's a missile. So if your range is 2, that means 6 squares. And you are
Okay, so I'm at short range.
yeah.
Attack me. It's an armor class of 8.
All right, that dagger flies over Rise's head. It misses the worm entirely.
Yeah.
Not good. All right, Pick, you're up.
Fire an arrow.
Okay.
That would be an armor class of 5.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
3 points.
3 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, your arrow says sticks in it. It doesn't seem to care. All right. And Kmart. You move out of the wagon. You see this fucking thing there. It's like, holy shit.
I'm gonna not attack and change my action.
Okay. All right. And does anyone go on average? I guess not. So you guys are done. The worm's turn.
Yeah, here it comes.
Now the worm has turned.
It goes after one of the horses that Reggie just hooked up.
Oh, no.
I gotta look that up. Because that was a terrible roll.
As you say.
Well, it wasn't a natural one, though. Fuck.
I don't think anything.
I can dream.
Would hit a regular horse.
Yeah, I think,
With it.
yeah. I think you need to roll that. Look it up. Horse just standing there going, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's restrained. No? Okay.
When it goes to pick it up, does the rest of the carriage come with it? Any other horse?
Ah. Monstrous manual.
We weren't meant to have this wagon or horses. So,
Okay. Oh, that's actually good enough. Okay. It bites the horse. It did not do the good enough roll, unfortunately.
That thing would like take a quarter chunk out of the horse.
It'd be like a short.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, it did.
And how can
'Cause
that thing
it's-
not kill
so,
us by taking a
It strikes down at the horse. Bam! In its mouth. Goes like this. And you see the horse screaming out. And then these razor sharp teeth all go. And blood and horse parts fly off as it eats the horse.
Run!
And then it pulls its tail out. And you see this venomous stinger that you're all familiar with.
Yeah.
And I would like Rise or COVID to roll charisma checks, please. Let's see. What is Rise? What is Rise's charisma?
I rolled a natural 20 if that matters.
Yes, it does. So it goes after Rise.
Well, it gives me a 31 charisma, but still, I rolled a natural 20.
That is a miss. The shield blocks the poison. Whack! Puts a dent in the shield. All right. Now at the end of the round, Tamar.
I'm gonna coat my swords with my poison, and I'm gonna tell everybody get in the wagon, and we get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Turn the wagon around.
You
to the
reach into your backpack or whatever you have, and you undo this thing, and you start to coat your swords. That is your action. All right. At the end of the round, Pick and Reggie and COVID, you could move if you want.
I'm close enough to hit again, right?
Yeah.
I do move.
Well, I'm going to continue attacking for a moment. I mean, I'm not moving.
Okay.
Somebody got to defend
What'd you
it
say,
while everybody
Reggie?
else is in the wagon.
I move toward the wagon, the covered wagon.
Oh, well, you're still back near the door.
I'm climbing in.
All right, you climb in.
Cedric, this don't look good, buddy.
Cedric's like, everybody get in quick! And he's trying to calm the horses. Because he has animal handling. And he makes it. All right. So, next round. Actions. COVID.
I'm going to continue attacking until everybody get in the wagon.
Shadrach.
Casting.
Is that Shadrach in front of the worm on your side?
yes. I check.
Okay. Jesus.
Tamar.
I'm gonna go up there and try to draw its attention by being near it, but hopefully staying kind of out of range.
So that's your action?
Yeah. As he turns the wagon around.
Okay. Pick.
They didn't give a shit about us once they're a fucking horse.
I'm gonna move towards the wagon and try to get in.
All right.
Shadrach! Get the fuck in the damn wagon!
Roll initiative.
Hey, it's an animal. Talk to it.
Roll initiative, COVID. Beat a
I'll speak
7.
that word.
2.
Okay, so on fast, COVID, you're up.
13. 450.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Only 7 points.
All right, a good slash. Rise. Hits. For 9 points. Pick, you move into the wagon. Bloop. Shadrach, when's your spell go off? What's the speed?
4.
4. That would be average. Okay. Tamark?
I'm trying to draw its attention, so
So,
Shadrach...
Explain to me what you're doing here, so I can...
I'm fucking like... Hey, over here! Fucking like jumping up and shit.
So you're behind these guys, and you're jumping up and down trying to get its attention.
Yeah, trying to make noise,
Okay,
as
sure.
much ground noise as possible. Because I think that attracts it.
Okay. Roll a d20.
18.
Okay. Okay, now we go to average. So, Shadrach, your spell goes off.
Shadrach pulls a small mushroom from his bag, bites his cheek, crushes the mushroom, spits blood into it, and basically, this is up to you. I toss it into the worm's mouth. Should I roll to hit?
You're feeding it?
It says here, the DM decides what type of roll, if any, is required to hit the target.
What's the name of the spell?
Puffball. I'm throwing a puffball down its throat.
Okay.
Mentos. Yeah, it's gonna get some...
Somebody throw a can of soda in there after it.
Okay.
No, that's what pop rocks.
Well, is it Diet Coke and Mentos? Is it a Diet Coke and Mentos?
Okay.
Diet Pepsi?
Anyhow,
Use your missile Thaco and roll a d20 and tell me what armor class you hit.
Okay, let's let that go. Let me look real quick.
That's on the left of your sheet.
Come on, natural 20.
I'm trying. I got a couple of 37s here, so I'm gonna see here. Missile Thaco. Let's see. Okay, well, it's the same as everything. I rolled a 19.
And what armor class is that?
So that would be. I get an armor class of 1.
You throw that that mushroom thing, and just then the creature looks at you, and you go whoop, and it goes right in its fucking mouth.
All right, here's what happens. Let me read this again here. Okay.
I got it right in front of you, so you're all right.
Okay. But I think I just screwed that worm up.
I hope so.
Okay. All right.
Are we gonna kill this thing or somehow? Or is he gonna run away? Or is he gonna turn into a spirit disappear?
Okay, so it has that, and saving throws. No, I don't want that. Okay, so not on that one. Okay. So it needs that. If I think so. Successful saving throw versus poison. Okay, that's different. That would be... Oh, even harder. Okay, here we go. You know what? I'll let you roll it. Roll a d20.
Oh no!
One,
So I mean I get to be rolling bad, right?
Unfortunately, your 37s don't work against other
All right.
people.
I rolled 11.
Okay, so you throw the thing, goes right in its mouth, and you see like a spore cloud. The creature chomps down, and you see like this weird long spaghetti-like tendril kind of come out and run around its teeth and come back just real quick. You're pretty sure it didn't affect the creature like you had hoped. But it was a worthy try, that's for sure. Okay, so that was on average, and then you get a second attack, don't you?
We both do. And I just want to clarify something. You're rolling your own damage dice for him. You should be rolling a d8.
Oh, okay. That's a hit.
I'm only 9 again. And he'd have at least a +4. I don't know if he's got really high.
Okay, the creature is taking some damage, still looking tough.
Of course.
And it is now its turn. Good enough. The other horse in its mouth.
Shadrach, get back here to this wagon!
All gone. And now we go to the end of the round. So nobody has moved yet. Does anyone wish to move at the end of the round?
Try to get Shadrach to the wagon before I move.
Anyone?
I moved towards the wagon.
Okay. What type of angle do you get to get past the worm?
I'll make a kind of a U shape towards the woods on the opposite side and come around to the side of the wagon and just grab the wagon.
Okay, so it'll take you a little bit to, because your move is 12, I'm guessing. So you can move 6.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, as you move away, it gets a free attack on you. So, that hits an armor class of -6.
Doesn't it get a...
You got me.
And it hit you by more than 4.
That's a knock across the room.
This is not good.
Damn it.
You have been
Saving
swapped. The thing, as you go to move away, the last of the horse flesh drops away from its teeth, and then through its worm brain, it's like, why not? A palate cleanser. Grab! And all you guys see are his 2 feet as it rears up, and you are inside the worm.
Holy fuck.
All right.
Dude, I don't see
No!
Okay?
I don't know what to do now. Well,
Anybody else want to move?
that solved the problem we were trying to do. Run the
Do
wagon,
you have
run
a
the wagon,
37
run the
Going-
wagon.
you can...
Doesn't work that way. Going once, twice.
Can I...
Well, what's Fry's gonna do? Does he do anything? Does the person we're trying to protect has just been
Can-
eating them?
Can I try to attack it? Or do something?
Well, you've already used your action to do whatever that was.
Alright, so...
I fall back. Rise, come on, he's dead. Let's go. We gotta get in the wagon. And I start to fall back.
Rise.
How do you do it with the shield so you can protect yourself moving back?
Well, you've already attacked this round, so you can't withdraw.
Okay, so it doesn't
You
matter.
can still take a half move,
I'm just gonna
but
do the half move then.
you will be subjected to
I
attacks of
understand.
opportunity. So, unfortunately, it's a worm, and it's got a 360 field.
Yeah.
So, as you move away, it's like, yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
So we'll go with
Maybe you
COVID
should've
first.
Just waited till next
Oh.
round.
Oh, all right, failure.
Yeah.
Missed.
You should have just waited till next round and did a
Well.
shield control.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter.
All right, roll off the table so it's a disadvantage. Armor class of -2.
Not good enough.
All right. On rise. Armor class of -3. Not good enough. So as you guys take your half move and go backwards, the shield manages to save you as it bashes against both of them. And you're knocked backwards. But there you are. And Tamark, you still have a half move if you want.
I'm gonna position myself so that I can hang out the wagon after.
You mean like in the back door?
Business.
They can still move past me, right? If I'm in the back door. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
want to do.
I'm moving through
And
here.
I-
You're in the way or not.
Got my bag of poison in my hand.
Okay, so you do that. You're up there. The door's open.
We're up to be.
The Cedric, yeah, and the thing starts to move. And as he's looking around, he's like, "We're not gonna get." So he just has him go this way. And yes, he does not realize that you guys haven't made it into the wagon yet.
I was gonna say I didn't know if it mattered, but when we were falling back to get in the wagon. I don't know if we had
You
enough.
couldn't make it.
Not enough. Okay.
All right, and that is as far as you get up to there. On the worm's turn, it moves back into the ground. So you're there. As you're going past that, you see there's a big hole in the ground, and you see them back there going,
Hold up! Hold up! The worm's gone, and we have people left there.
all right, the wagon
Rising.
is stopped.
We're running.
And no problem, you catch back up.
Yeah,
The worm
no-
apparently is gone for the time being. Of course, it's going to come back. Oh,
Yeah.
and there you are.
We
So-
jump in. And
Crazy.
Get out of here! Get us out of here!
Okay.
Shadrack's
It
dead.
ain't Shadrack.
Yep.
Yeah.
It took him straight down the gullet.
All right, Shadrach, you are in the worm. Action.
Can I take an action?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast. If I can.
Same spell.
If you are not using verbal components, somatic components, you can.
Somatic meaning stuff in my pouch.
Somatic meaning you have to move your hands and make gestures.
I think all I have to do is just have a hold of my puffball,
If
and I
you're-
don't have to make any gestures.
If you're just doing verbal and material, then you can do it.
Okay. I am going to do... Is this worm's mouth open? Can I tell?
No, you cannot.
Can he seal if
You're in
Can I tell
dark.
which direction I'm facing?
You're-
Am I like going head first down its gullet, or can I tell?
Yes, and you are in darkness.
Okay. Oh, okay. I am going to cast. I'm going to try for football again and hope this thing coughs me out.
Oh Jesus!
Okay,
That's my plan. Is
that has
coughed out.
that has a somatic component. You can't use it.
Oh, damn it. Okay, what about wind lash? Let me look. I might have to lash my way out of this thing just to make it cough me out. Alright, nope, that's not it. Hang on.
Can you imagine? Coughs him out. There's also burrowing underground.
Well, I figured if it coughs him out, then he's right in front of it.
That's what I'm saying. You just keep burrowing through the ground.
Just gonna eat him again.
Keep burrowing. Damn it, I got the wrong book. Hang on.
Is the name of
My
that?
bad.
Is the name of that spell?
Here it is, right in front of me, like a fool. Okay, it doesn't say anything about, I'll do frost breath. That'll do it.
Okay.
I'm going to breathe a cone of frost and try to make this thing just cough me out or spit me out. I'm going to make myself as unpalatable as possible. That's all I can do.
What's the spell called?
Frost breath.
Frost breath.
Okay, let's see. So,
Or if not, another one. So,
well, you have to tell me. Well, frost breath has somatic component.
damn it.
It's the S that means somatic.
Yep, I see it there. Alright, one more try here. Nope, they all got that. Let me look one more thing, and then I'll be done. Then I'll just quietly die.
Well, you could try stabbing it from the inside as much as possible. Things
Well,
tend to not
this
be
is true.
stabbed
Oh,
inside.
alright. That has a good plan. I'm going to, hang on, damn it. I'm going to try to cut my way out. That's all I can do. So I'm just start cutting. I can give myself air for a little bit if I need to do that. Let me know when I start suffocating.
Are you sure you can cut your way out if you can't use somatic?
I'm pretty sure I can dig with a dagger as opposed to making fine finger gestures.
You can't use slashing weapons. You can use piercing,
Would that be my spear?
which, well, a spear.
A dagger is
Is the dagger
bold.
Jam
piercing?
it
Yes.
in the head of you so you can't go down.
I thought so.
Did you get one of those really long?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just cut my way out as best I can to make myself unpalatable.
This thing's swallowed like a pole.
I
Okay.
can also make this animal not like
That
me.
can't be cool.
Animal animosity. I'll make this thing not want to eat me. Let me check that one out.
So what is your action?
To cut my way out for now.
All right. Roll to hit.
Come on, Drax.
I want to roll again. I'm going to use a 37 to roll again.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so I'm going to roll again.
Very good.
Very good.
And I rolled a 19.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
Oh my gosh. 3.
All right. Next round. What's your action?
Let me look this spell up real quick to see if I can make this thing want to spit me out.
Whenever you get a
Does
hold
it
of
count
your
as an amp?
dagger and you kind of force
Is
your
it
way up with it and you kind of stick it forward, it does go into a slick interior and it's all around you, so it's not really that hard to hit, but you're not sure if it even noticed.
Yeah, I get that feeling. I'm going to try to speak to an animal and see if I can talk to it. Charm animal. Charm and that's probably not going to work.
I don't know, let's see.
Damn it.
Because it's an insect.
Are you going to try it?
Oh, that's a worm.
They're almost,
Yeah, worm.
Yeah, giant worm. I don't know. What it was. It might.
it's an animal. It's not magic or anything. It's just a gigantic animal. It probably has a decent saving throw, I would imagine. I can cause damage to it. I can cause moderate wounds to it if I need to. That probably has somatic shit. Damn it.
Almost every spell has semantic. It's a priest.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Better do something there.
All right, come on, what
I
are you
can't do
doing?
much except I'm going to try to claw my way. I'm going to try to climb out. That's all I can do. There's nothing else I can do. I can try another. I can't do puffball. Can't do any of that.
Take your spear and jam it head first.
So while we're in the wagon,
Almost.
So you can't go farther down it.
hey, while we're in the wagon, we start divvying up Shadrack's stuff.
Yeah, enjoy.
I don't know.
Don't spend it all in one
You
place.
said it was an ill omen.
Shadrach dies. There's nothing I can do.
I can't believe he ate Shadrach.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe he
He's
just
gonna come
stood
up under the
there.
wagon. We gotta go.
You could have.
You guys are moving right now already.
We're on the wagon now, right? Yeah.
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 All right, Shadrach, what's your action?
I'm going to try to climb out. That's all I can do. I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
I can't. No, let me see. Hang on. Yeah, I can't do anything without using my hands. No, I can't even cast bark skin to help myself.
Man.
So I'm gonna cut my way out until I die, and that's about all I can do.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay. Roll it.
Over there?
16,
Roll Dinkus.
2,
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna attack again?
that's all I can do.
Roll the hit.
Unless I can turn around and try to claw my way out. A 20!
Roll explode. Roll it again.
Don't tell me to roll a 30.
No, roll a 20 again.
Oh, 20.
I rolled an 11.
What armor class does that hit?
So if I rolled an 11, I hit armor class 7.
All right. Roll your Dinkus and add 1.
5.
Roll percentile. Actually, you can't hit anywhere else but the inside. Okay.
Roll.
Okay. That one seemed to cut pretty good. The worm seemed to notice that one. Next round, action.
I'm gonna push it all the way through if I can. Just push.
Roll the hit.
Cut. Push. A 3.
Are you gonna remonkey? You need to. What's your Thaco with that weapon?
Yeah. I will do it again.
Hold
That's
on.
my second monkey I'm doing right here.
What's your Thaco with that
And
weapon?
that's an 18.
What's
I
your?
have a Thaco 18.
Okay, so you need to roll a 9 at least. So
Well, I rolled an 18.
roll damage.
I hit 0. 3.
Okay, next round, action.
I'm attacking.
Roll.
20 again!
Roll again, explode.
Alright. And an 8. So that, you said that would hit? No?
Regular damage.
Alright. 1.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Okay, you feel like you're starting to lose your breath. There's all this viscous fluid that's starting to fill up in this area from the cutting and the digestive juices. And it's got a weird
I'm in
smell
trouble.
of blood and purple
I'm in
worm
trouble.
gore and other stuff.
Harsh parts.
Action.
That's good now.
I'm going to keep cutting as best I can.
Roll.
There's nothing else I can do.
Roll.
16.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
1. I'm just going to keep cutting until I die. That's all I can
Alright. I would like you to roll a d20.
do. 14.
Okay. We will come back to
Does how
you.
many bones left?
We will come back to you. Meanwhile, you guys are on the road. You're going at a fast pace. You're still heading in the direction that you were going previously.
I can't believe it ate him. Oh my god, it could have ate
Dude, I can't believe it
Could've eaten
didn't
any of
eat
us.
him because it popped up. He was right there. I mean, it was like it was going to avoid eating him until he tried to kill it.
That's a tough way to go.
Whatever.
That's a tough way to go.
I mean, that's why I didn't fucking go near him.
Oh,
I didn't want to
God.
get eaten.
We were
I mean,
trying,
you
we were
guys
trying to
got
buy
big
you guys
shoulders.
some time, get everybody in a wagon, then we, at least we could take a hit or two.
He kept always trying to go
Holy-
into the fight. He's not a fighter. He's a fucking wizard. Or whatever, priest.
Oh man, I liked him. I'm gonna miss him. Damn.
Well, at least there wasn't about piles of blood.
Talk
around
about a
everywhere.
story to talk about at the end. Oh yeah, my buddy was eaten by a giant worm. Last thing I seen was his feet dangling in the air before it went boop.
And I was like, and before that, it ate 2 horses in one fucking bite.
At least it didn't cut its legs off when it ate him. It just like swallowed them whole. I don't know.
Reggie, you're there listening to this. I'm guessing you're
This
just
is
kind of
terrible.
sitting, being calm, or are you doing anything else?
Terrible.
I'm gonna try to throw this bag of
That
poison.
he's been eaten. I'm gonna climb up onto the buckboard where Cedric is driving, and I tell him we need to turn around when we get to a clear area. I think we should probably head back to Tila.
Very good. And he, you find an area, he manages to turn around, he slows down, gets out and walks the horses around. Just because there's not a lot of space here. And then you guys are headed back. Okay. You look like up ahead you can see the remains of the wagon. And when I say the remains, the wagon looks like it's been in the middle of a storm. It's all busted apart, knocked down, wheels akimbo, broken axle, walls of the wagon bed are split in half like a giant's fist came down from the heavens and crushed it.
And this all happened after we left it then.
Yeah.
Well, you can assume so. I don't
It
know.
wasn't like that when we were still there, so.
No, when you left, it was just sitting there.
Just out of curiosity, is the back tailgate, the part with the symbol, still like loose somewhere laying there, or?
Make me an observation check, if you have that. If not, it would be perception.
Natural 20. So 29, I don't know if I can get
You don't need to
Okay.
for this, because off to the side, you see what looks like not the tailgate, if you will, but you see Shadrach's body at the edge of the hole where the worm had come out.
Wait! Look! Stop the wagon! And I jump out the back and head over to where Shadrach's body is.
When you get over there, you hear a familiar voice. You're lucky.
Why don't you give us our shit back? I pick up his body and head straight to the back of the wagon.
He says, be careful with him.
Why'd you attack us? I head to the wagon.
I didn't attack you. My worm was hungry.
Hey, can you get our shit back that they took from us?
Just pile it on top of me. It's all right.
What do you want for us to get for our shit back? Well, can we do something for that?
Can you convince the matron that you shouldn't have done what you did?
What did we do?
He steps out of the shadows
I'm still holding his body before I get back.
and he says, ask Reginald.
I mean, Reggie's there too.
I'm
He heard
stepping
it,
out
right?
of the wagon.
Okay. And you see Griefus kind of over here in the, hanging out under a tree. And he's just standing there.
I go to Shadrach's body, and I begin to first to see if he's alive.
I'm holding right next to you.
Do you have a healing proficiency?
No.
Okay. Well, as far as you can tell, he's alive, but you're certainly not sure how bad he is and how long he might live.
We got to get him back to town. We got to get him to a healer. I pick him up.
He's in my arms.
What? COVID's already got him.
Oh,
I went out, picked him up, and brought him over to the
go to
wagon.
the wagon. Let's go.
I put him gingerly into the back of the wagon.
So,
Okay.
so what do you want here? I mean, why are you here and what do you want from us?
I don't want anything. My worm was hungry.
He just happened to pop up where and eat our horses on our new wagon.
Well, when one has the power to do such a thing, yes. Unless you would like to challenge the worm,
No, I'd prefer not to.
then maybe know your role.
And you smell what the worm is cooking.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Me.
I'm getting him back. I get back in the wagon
Sure.
after I put his body in.
As you get in there, Reggie, you stay outside?
No, I get up in there and I
Okay.
make sure that
As you
something's supporting his head.
As you
we
are-
need to go.
as you are getting ready to walk back climb up into the wagon, you hear Agrippa say, "Reginald, come here."
What do you want?
I have something for you.
I moved over to him.
He produces a rolled up piece of parchment tied with a red bow. Do you take it?
Yes.
Do you have a way of translating this?
No. This will look nice on my wall. What is it? What does it say?
It is a message from...
I open it.
It is a message from the princess. I will read it to you if that is something you would like. I do not know what is inside there. Or you
Neither
may,
do I,
or you may
I can't
find,
read it.
or you may find someone else to translate it for you. Someone who reads and writes Dresden, or someone who can cast such a spell, or I can read it to you.
Please read it to me.
He puts his hand out. You hand him back the rolled up paper. He proceeds to untie it. Then he cracks a little seal, and you see these little, like a several little dark spots all creepy crawly out of it, as if a bunch of spiders crawled out from the inside of it, and they kind of disappear. They fall off the sheet and kind of disappear. Kind of reminding you of all the spiders you saw coming out of the wall when you were in the dungeon of the man's place. And I will, unless you plan on revealing what the note says, I will text you what the note says.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Okay. So he reads you the note, and the only thing I will tell you is that you may be able to guess some of the note, but not all, and I will text you that. Meanwhile, he's like, so, my worm thanks you for the meal. Tell Shadrach there are many other creatures that he needs to pay attention to. Let this be a lesson to him. And he says, as far as your friend there wanting your possessions back, as I told him, you're going to have to do some serious mending of that relationship with that matron. I'm not saying it's even
I don't
possible.
know why she got pissed off at me in the first place. I didn't ask for nothing. Her daughter approached me.
He says, that's for you to fix. I have my opinion on such things, but I will not.
Like mother, like daughter.
I will not speak this way. And then he looks at you and he says, exactly. Okay, so, and then he proceeds to walk over to the hole, and kind of a dark shadow kind of overtakes him, and then suddenly he's gone, and the shadow is gone, and that's it.
I
So,
hop in. We need to go.
So what was that all about?
okay, so the wagon takes off, and you guys can have a conversation in the back if you like or not.
He had a letter from the princess.
Oh, and do you keep the letter, or do you get it back from, or do you leave it with Griefus once he's read it?
I leave it with him.
Okay.
So what did the letter say?
I'd rather not discuss it right now. I could just hope Shadrach can stay alive. I know I'm not a proficient in any way, but I'll use a loose rag to sop up any blood on any open wounds I might see.
While kneeling on my chest.
To make sure I soak it all.
Are you okay? What do you say?
I'm pretty sure I thought him dead.
He's lucky.
Jason, I would
I
like...
think he's wrong.
Hold on. Shadrach, I would like you to make me a system shock roll, please.
Is that percentile?
It is. It's on your constitution.
Oh. System shock. Oh my god, no.
Don't fuck it up. That's where you can use your 37 die roll.
My constitution is that. I know. That's what I'm going to do if I have to. Let's see here. Constitution system shock 90%. Alright, I think I can make this. Let's see.
Let's hope.
Yeah. 72.
All right. Thank you. You're
Thank
still
you.
you're still
I got a good
unconscious.
I forgot I had a good constitution.
You need one if you're eaten by a giant worm.
Thank goodness. Huh?
Well, it kind of popped up next to me. Not what I was expecting. I thought we were kind of done there.
Yeah, right?
I was not looking to fight with a giant worm there, Tamar. So don't make it sound like I'm leaping at the giant worm to attack it. It just appeared and I reacted.
They're one are.
I had nothing to do.
They're one are perfectly
If I
good.
hadn't moved, it probably wouldn't beat me.
Horses and wagon.
Personally,
That'd be nice.
I think he didn't want that to go back. And that's what...
I think if I'd have stayed put, it would have attacked you and Rice, Corvinus, and I would have just like ran to the woods.
Well, you did run in the woods, and you failed to get away
too
with
soon.
it on its free attack,
Too
and
soon.
it nailed you. Anybody that moved away would have got a free attack. It got a free attack on, and it just, when you moved away, it got a free attack.
Yeah,
It hit all three of us. It hit all three of us. It wasn't enough to
Yeah.
damage the two of us.
Yeah, but like I was trying to say to K-Mark, I was not leaping at this worm to attack it. I was going to run the first chance I got.
If he would have withdrawn the next round...
It wouldn't help town.
Hey,
No,
that
he-
puffball had
he
good
would've
chance of screwing that
withdrawn.
worm up. That's all I got to say. If that pump would have gone off, that worm would have been helpless to like a couple of rounds. We would have got 3 attacks
I don't
on it.
know. I thought that just ups your arm class or something.
I thought it would
I don't
keeps
know.
it from attacking.
Huh?
If you withdraw, does that prevent you from getting an attack of opportunity? Is that
Yes.
Okay, then that would have been the ideal way to do it.
The puffballs, druids have a lot of weird low-level spells that are actually rather effective, like Wind Lash, which is just totally unreal.
But you know what?
Finding
Because
creative ways
I
to use them is fun.
it would have been dependent on who
I
went
figured,
first. If it
I
was
figured
first,
one of
it's
the
still
puff
an
off the
attack.
worm still
Well,
would
it
have
might
been
not have
It's
attacked
still got reach.
But it might not have attacked him. It would have probably attacked you guys. Because you
Well, we all left the
were
same
a fighting target.
Well, we all did the same thing at the same
Yeah,
time.
Right.
all 3 of us were getting it
You got
before the
3
others,
attacks on
so.
all of you, but
I mean, if that thing had popped up way ahead of me in the ground, I wouldn't have charged up on it.
He's lucky to be alive.
So I look like Bill Murray. I got slime all over me. I've been slimed. I've been wormed.
so yeah, I think that he destroyed that wagon and took the horses because we weren't allowed to take that back.
Probably.
Nothing happened until we tried to take it back.
Everything went to hell when I can't detect evil.
So what in the hell do you think the point was of them trying to charm us? Then what?
I think there's
Make a slave?
no.
To what? To who? They weren't gonna walk away with us.
No. So I
That's
think
where they
there's
become easy bait for the worm.
no. I think there's more than. I think there's several factions involved. There's the man. There's other people in whatever that group's signal is. He's just one of many people who are in that organization, whatever it is.
Yep.
And so I'm guessing someone double-crossed him in that organization, the slavers. And you have him, you have the drow, and you have him, the elves from the underground, and the man. At least as 3 parties in this. I mean, there could even be a 4th faction that we haven't even really found out. And what's with all these fucking ghosts, according to him earlier? Or spirits, or whatever you
I guess technically mine could have been ghosts too then. If they disappeared like that and they shouldn't be alive. I guess that they could also be ghosts.
But the thing of it is
Or spirits.
did it really even happen, or are you just remembering it messed up?
No, I know that. I mean, what do you mean?
When it happened originally, did something alter your memory
No.
so that you remember it doing that?
Yeah.
And it never really happened? But how do you know for sure?
How do I know for sure what?
That magic wasn't used to make you think that that happened in your past. You said that creature
How do you know magic isn't making you here right now? It's the same. I believe it. Not there was no magic involved. We don't really have magic over here, so it's fine. I mean, I don't think magic had anything to do with my memory in the past. It might have something to do with today and what's going on.
You said that originally when you fought it, it disappeared like that.
Yeah, the winds blew up, and it. After I killed it, the winds blew up around it, almost like a small mini sandstorm, and all that was left was the armor and weapons. The body was completely gone. So I don't know.
So what was the spirit back then?
In chat, Brian said,
Maybe.
during this worm escapade, he said, yeah, you were pretty much toast. Dissolve in its gullet. You shall be digested in the belly of the sarlacc over a period of 1,000 years. Maybe if the
I was thinking that one.
Maybe if the worm farts real hard, it will pass him. And then he said, no digestive acid damage. And I replied, yeah, I had him roll for scars, but he passed that. So if you would have failed your System Shock, you would have had the fucked up skin. So.
Yeah, you would have been looking like me.
And then Brian, for some reason, said horse head floats by, and I'm not sure why. So.
Because it ate part of horses and
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily the head.
So anyway, all right.
Well, it had to be the head. The feet and the legs flew out, remember, after it...
It sleeps with the fishes.
Okay.
The harsh part. Who knows? Who knows?
I have nightmares.
You're already having the...
My PTSD wasn't bad enough for your circle.
All right. So,
Has he got the trimmers while he's there?
is there any other conversation you want to have before you make it back to town?
Where are we going to take him when we get back to town? Pip, you know the right place to take him?
Right, the Temple of the Blend.
QVC, man.
They have an infirmary there.
All right. You know where it is? Hey,
Yeah,
hey, driver.
yeah.
I asked the driver. Do you know where the what is it called, Reginald?
The infirmary.
No, the name of the place. Something of the
Temple
Blend.
of the Blend.
Temple of the Blend. Do you know where Temple of the Blend is?
I know where one is.
Will you take us there directly, or we're trying to get him
Sure.
healed, or save his life, or keep him alive?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So the ride goes on a little bit longer, and then the sun starts to set, and you arrive at the temple.
Somebody get the door. I pick him up and
I open
carry
the
him
door
in.
and step out.
All right.
And I'm looking around to see.
So
I
as
see
you
With the temple door.
help Shadrach inside, Shadrach, you are awake, but you are now. You need to roll System Shock again.
Oh, that's an easy one. 34.
Okay. So you're awake, but you're unable to get around by yourself. You're what is called helpless.
I'm carrying him in. Just take care, buddy. We got you. We're taking you into the temple. Get you some proper
Temple.
in.
Temple.
Yeah.
What temple?
I don't know. It's dark. Get that door open.
All right.
I open the door.
You should just throw me in a ditch and be done with me.
It's in the Temple of the Blend.
All right. So
He knows all the place.
when you come inside, there appears to be some type of ritual going on. There is a long walkway, and there are people in there in pews, and they are apparently listening to someone talk about their religious activities and their plans. And when you walk in, it seems to make noise, and everyone stops and turns around and looks.
This man needs help. Where can I take him? He needs help right now.
The people are kind of whispering and talking and looking
My eyes are
back
set
there.
on whoever the guy is would be like
And
leading the show.
a couple of teenage people, boys, come down wearing vestments, and they say, "What's the trouble? What's going on?"
He was attacked by a creature in the woods.
Where's the proctor? This man needs healing. He needs medicine.
We brought him to an actual church.
I just need to get up on my feet. I'll be all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Just get me up on my
Brought him
feet.
to an actual
Just get me up on my feet.
You can't
They say, bring him over here.
I
They
bring him over.
kind of have you follow them over to an antechamber,
I follow.
and they say, put him there on this cot,
I put him on the cot.
and then a short time later, a older matronly type woman wearing head wrap and the vestments with these colorful circular patterns on her long sleeves and on the sides of her vestment that go down from the shoulder down the side and all the way to the floor. And she says, "What happened to him?" And she says, like, "Back away, give me some room." And that she has an attendant.
He was swallowed by a large, fierce creature in the woods. It somehow managed to spit him back out, but he was lifeless. He's only just come around moments ago.
She says, this does not look good. She says, are any of you at all familiar with anatomy or the ways of healing?
No, I am not.
He is.
Well, I know a little about anatomy.
My feet, Major.
He knows about healing, but unfortunately he's kind of...
I'm too weak to help myself now. But just help me get to my feet, Mother, and I'll be fine. I'll manage. I don't wish to impose on you.
She says, "You're obviously in no condition. Relax." And then she kind of looks you up and down.
I'm shaking my head.
She's like,
Would it feel better if we cut this off?
you are a man of the forest, aren't you?
Yes, Major.
Do you consent to having myself and my acolytes tend to you at this moment?
If it is not to your distress.
Absolutely not. We serve all here with the blend. She says,
As does the Great Order.
unless there is one of your companions that needs to stay here, I would suggest that they leave so we may work freely.
I wish to stay and watch
Go.
over him. I will stay in the
brothers.
corner and out of the way.
I will come back in the morning to check on
There
you.
may be those who seek to do him harm still yet.
Well, we are not without protections here, but we need
Go,
to
brothers. I'll be... I trust them.
I look at her. Promise I won't get in your way. Can I just stand over there?
No.
I leave.
We'll be back in a moment.
Go, Covidius. Go. Let them do what they must.
She looks
I'll
at
be
you
all
and
right.
she puts her hand out and she says, "I believe you, and I believe that you want to help, but you can help by letting us do our job. Do as your friend requests and come back in the morning. Or better yet, do you guys have a place and we can send word when it is good
Yes.
for him to have visitors?"
The, send that in, we stay there, guys. As I think in my
I
head.
have it. I have it.
Rainbow stink whistle.
So
Yes,
he-
rainbow stink whistle.
Very good. We will send word when he is strong enough to have visitors. Thank you. And
I
he
give
has
her a
one of the
side
little
bow,
acolytes open the door.
I go out last.
All right. So, you guys go back to the rainbow stink whistle or anything else?
No, we go back.
Okay. And what happens to
Thank you, Cedric.
Jason's character is terrible. They butt plug him and no.
And
Just
that's just to stop the bleeding.
that's just to stop the bleeding. Yes, they shove purple worm up his nostrils.
Is this
No.
what it smelled like?
Oh,
Is this
good.
what attacked you? No. How about this variety?
Okay, so I think that is a good
Is that
place.
what
I think that is a good place to stop. You guys all go back to the rainbow stink whistle.
This stink
Um,
whistle.
Shadrach is tended to by the learned physicians at the Temple of the Blend, and we will resume.
I might try to learn some stuff while I'm there.
So, next week, New Year's Eve is on Thursday. So, I, of course, do not have any plans because I don't want any plans. So do we wish to play? Do we wish to move a day, or do we wish to skip a week? So, what would you like to do?
I have to work to an unknown time that day.
On Thursday?
Yes.
On New Year's Eve?
Yeah, they literally, since they switched companies, and we gotta get ready for inventory that night, because they refuse to do it any other time, so I have to be back in the following Monday, like around 3 in the morning.
When you say undisclosed time,
I have no idea
When
time
inventory
I
is
would-
done.
as in, you haven't done this before, so there's no idea how long it might be?
So normally we do this on a weekend, but I have to do my regular job, and then when we stop, then I have 4 to 6 hours.
So you're saying Thursday's no good?
Yeah, so I might be able to show up at 6.
Want to do Wednesday again then? Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, that would be fine.
So that works for you, and I'm guessing it works for you.
It's fine for me.
because you're- So what about you three gentlemen on the TV? Let's start with Daryl.
I'm good any day.
Randy? You're good on Wednesday? Okay, and then Jason, I'm assuming you are, because you're normally off on Wednesdays, right? So,
Yeah, I'm off on Wednesday, Thursday, so.
all right. Well, then a week from
I
tonight
want
it
to let
is.
everybody know-
Oh, what's up, Randy?
I want to let everybody know in advance that looks like January 21st and 28th, I may not be here.
Like,
I'll be in California, so
okay,
be hit or miss if I play or not.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
alright, we'll use you as a human shield that we cobble rope that you kill everybody.
Hey, just a thought.
Yeah.
Can we play? Is anybody working on Thursday other than you?
I'm sure I am.
I mean, I'll probably work overtime because if we're playing Wednesday, I'll work Thursday, so.
I'm working Thursday.
Okay. I was just gonna say maybe we could work or play later, but obviously that's gonna be an issue then.
I can play late, that's fine, because I don't go into work until afternoon, so it's all right with me.
I
This
wish
is like
we
early for
could,
me.
but I get
This is
up
my afternoon
5
right now.
a.m.
so.
on Thursdays. I'm sure Daryl gets up early too, so. And I assume Randy does, but I don't actually know.
I'll be there at 4.
Oh, he's getting earliest. Okay. All right. So a week from tonight, any final words or thoughts about anything? Any rules, clarifications, or what have you? Nothing. Well, all right.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy blend. Zoop zoop zoop.
Zoot, zoot.
See you next
Love
year.
y'all.
Hey, guys.
Carry on.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays if that's not your thing.
Bye bye Facebook. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, bye.
I'm just going to leave my dog here.
Okay.
Safe.
Yeah, so she can't hide them again.
Kyle, I had a
Touch
question
your
for
dog,
you
Jay.
regarding
Oh,
the
it's
fatigue. I looked it up in here. Now, what did you say it was? It was